Friends of the blue and white to another Central Idaho Broadcasting sports presentation of Orofino High School baseball. In hopes of claiming the 2023 state title, Orofino must go through the toughest teams in Idaho. Our game today is brought to you by friends at Atkinson Distributing, Orofino Marketplace, Barlow Quality Trust, Terry Bowling of Camas Financial Services, Clearwater Valley Health, Best Built Builder Supply, Fiesta and Jalisco, Orofino Physical Therapy, Finke Logging, Family Eye Care, Innovative Electric, P1FCU, Orofino Police Department, Kimberling Insurance Company, Simmons Natal Enterprises, Les Schwab Tire Center, Renata's Cakery, Riverside Physical Therapy, and the Pizza Factory. We invite you to sit back and relax. It's time for Maniac Baseball on 1300 KLER AM. And now to the park at Orofino High we go for all the play-by-play action with CJ Thompson.
Hi, everybody. Jeff Jones, CJ Thompson, day 2 of the Idaho State 2A Baseball Championships. And already another couple of games in the book here today, CJ, and starting to dwindle down. We started at 8 teams yesterday and only 6 today. And, of course, we'll talk about some of those games in your upcoming schedules and scores. But the game that we're concerned about right now is Orofino versus Nampa Christian, last year's 2A defending state champions.
Yeah, gosh, a tough test here in the second round for Orofino, but you couldn't have asked for a better day for baseball, actually a better weekend overall. Yesterday's opening day, sunshine, highs in the 80s, same thing again here today. We do have a little bit of the smoky haze from the fires in Canada, but overall, pretty great day for some America's pastime.
You know what? We've had big crowds here at Orofino High School to watch the games both yesterday and today. We're through 6 games right now. So everybody that's left in the tournament has a chance to play for a trophy tomorrow. Orofino would love nothing more, first off, to get past the semis and then face off with the winner of whoever comes up in Game 8 tonight between Malad and Marsing. Those are 2 tough cookies right there, but Nampa Christian, we talked about this at length yesterday, just how good they are. Mark Harris left the program after 40 years. I think I said 27 yesterday, but Mark was the head guy there at Nampa Christian for 40 years. But now new head coach Jake Allen has this team completely rolling. They led the Western Idaho Conference all year long. And then, of course, they faltered during the district tournament and ended up in second place. But still yet, the B team out of District 3 gets a chance to play, and that's why Nampa Christian is here.
Yeah, so much history with this program, and that's what we were talking about yesterday. I thought Firth got a pretty tough draw there in the first round. You get the top seed out of your district, and you're going to get to play a 2 seed, and then that 2 seed ends up being Nampa Christian. It just feels like it's how it always goes, and it brings up pretty interesting decision for Coach Tonnevold today as well, as far as who you want to throw pitching-wise, because do you treat this as though you have to get past this game? You do treat this as almost like it's the state championship, because you need to get past it, or what do you do decisions-wise?
Yesterday, Gavin Christensen went the distance for the Maniacs, striking out 7 in that first round victory, and so that allows you, when you don't have to go to a bullpen or to one of your starters, you give them as much rest as possible. And Orofino is in a good position right now with the pitching staff, because they've got actually 3 guys that can throw.
Oh yeah, most definitely. They've got a lot of live arms.
Okay. Hey, guess what? It's time for us to take our first break, as this game is set to get underway at 2:30. But coming up next is CJ Thompson and our Riverside Physical Therapy schedules and scores. If you were to look up Finke logging in the dictionary, you'd find a definition of hard-working men and women dedicated to making our forests multi-use, healthy, and sustainable. Finke logging, proud backers of everything Orofino, including the baseball and softball teams participating in postseason play. Finke Logging is proud of all of our kids and their tremendous efforts they put forward in the classroom and on the ball field. Good luck, Maniacs. Bring home the hardware. We're all rooting for you from Finke Logging Orofino.
Good luck, teams playing the 2A girls and boys softball and baseball championships from your friends at Simmons Natal Sanitation. All our area teams like Orofino and Kami have put many hard hours into this season, and Robert Simmons and crew wish them the best of luck. All our area high schools know about teamwork and the importance of playing as a cohesive unit. That's why Simmons Natal Enterprises is proud to back all our kids while they eye a state championship. Good luck, teams, from Simmons Natal Sanitation.
Proud to support Orofino High Athletics are your friends at Sunset Mart. On Michigan Avenue, Orofino, while listening to the Maniacs, enjoy a delicious sandwich from our cold case and an ice-cold soft drink. A juicy hamburger is easily available from the hot deli case and always satisfying. And now mornings till 11, Sunset Mart serves up biscuits and gravy. For on the go or settling in to listen to a game, stop by Sunset Mart, your Maniac backer on Michigan Avenue.
With spring sports underway and gardening in full swing, Riverside Physical Therapy is here for you. If you're questioning the extent of an ache, pain, or injury, call to schedule a complimentary injury screen today. We'll answer your questions, give you a few pointers, or let you know if you need to be seen by a specialist. We cover everything from sports-related injuries to balance and fall prevention. Riverside Physical Therapy, 150 126th Street, Orofino, 476-7105.
And we welcome you back once again. Time now for Riverside Physical Therapy schedules and scores. If you're questioning the extent of an ache, pain, or injury, call or stop by Riverside Physical Therapy for a complimentary injury screen today. Tons of postseason baseball action in the region today. Lewiston is at the 5A state tournament squaring off against Highlands, and that is at College of Idaho. Moscow will battle Bonneville in the 4A state tournament in Twin Falls. And Troy and Clearwater Valley will do battle in the state championship today, a day early at Churchfield in Lewiston, at least compared to all the rest of the tournaments. Malad and Marsing will go at it here from Orofino, and the other semifinal matchup here at the 2A state tournament following this ball game. In high school softball, Moscow draws Hillcrest at the 4A state tournament at Twin Falls. Grangeville and Cole Valley will go at it at the state tournament in Pocatello. And Kendrick and CV will match up at the state tournament in Caldwell, as well as Genesee and Potlatch in Caldwell. In high school tennis, Lewiston is at the 5A state championships at the Boise Racket and Swim Club. Moscow is at the 4A state championships at Timberline High School in Boise. Clearwater Valley, Grangeville, and Orofino are at the 3A state championships at Ridgeview High School in Nampa. And good news for the Orofino boys doubles, Race Miller and Connor Potras are one win away from the championship. And in Idaho High School track and field, the 1, 2, and 3A state championships are at Middleton High School right now. Yesterday in scores, Orofino downed at Declo 12-0. Nampa Christian edged out first 3-2. Marsing downed at Bear Lake 10-4, and Malad took care of Kellogg 15-2. Owyhee beat Lewiston 4-0, and Skyview was victorious over Moscow 12-4. And today, in our two games, Firth down to Declo 9-4, and Bear Lake just topped Kellogg 6-1. In softball, both defending state champion Potlatch and league rival Genesee Bulldogs won back-to-back games. Potlatch routed Twin Falls 15-5 by the mercy rule in 5 innings before handling Kendrick 10-4. Genesee got the better of Glens Ferry 11-2 and then squeaked one out over CV 1-0. The Seattle Mariners open a 3-game series on the road against the Atlanta Braves today, and depending on the Maniacs' results, this game could be on the air tomorrow with a 3 o'clock pregame first pitch at 4:15 with Rick Riz right here on AM 13 KLER, and if not, will be Sunday pregame at 9:30 with first pitch at 10:30. And that's schedules and scores brought to you by our good friends at Riverside Physical Therapy. Our coverage of the Maniacs and the Nampa Christian Trojans returns after this.
Plans on building a new home, garage, or adding to your current business? Call Barlow Quality Trust, a name you've come to trust. Pick up the phone now, call Barlow Quality Trust for a free estimate, 435-4348. For commercial, residential, farm buildings, build them to last with the help of Barlow Quality Trust. Engineered and TPI inspected, free delivery within a 100-mile radius of Orofino, as well as competitive rates on our boom service. Barlow Quality Trust, backing high school athletics.
Orofino Police Department encourages all Maniac faithful to come out to the ballpark at Orofino High for the Idaho State 2A Baseball Championships. Maniac Baseball takes on the toughest teams in hopes of hanging another championship banner at OHS. Orofino Police Department knows that raising great kids in our schools and athletic programs means great kids live and work in our community. Show your support any way you can and help them grow into super citizens. Orofino Police Department says be there for our kids and go Maniacs.
It happens every May, postseason high school baseball and softball, and every year the Orofino Maniacs are always in the thick of it. Atkinson Distributing is proud to support the rich tradition of Orofino High School athletics and hopes you'll get out and watch the next game. Orofino will be fighting for the Idaho Class 2A state title, and with you cheering in the stands, the Maniacs will be winners. Don't miss one game. Atkinson Distributing, where you'll find quality Chevron fuels with Techron, diesel, and home heating oils, backing OHS athletics.
I call myself a confident backseat driver. Mom, brakes please.
Gotcha.
But I'm less confident in the economy.
Same here, buddy.
Thankfully, Les Schwab Tires helps make sure that our safety never takes a backseat, even when we're watching our wallets.
Hurry in and save up to $200 on a set of 4 tires, plus get an extra $50 off with financing. Limited time offer while supplies last. Terms and conditions apply. Details at leschwab.com/sale.
Well, let's go ahead and get right to the first batter here as Dante Dorazio steps in for Nampa Christian. Out on the hill is Drew Hanna, and the officials say we're ready to play. So Dante steps in on the right side, and climbing up under the rubber is Drew Hanna. We'll get to the starting lineup after this first pitch. Here's the first offering from Drew on the way. It is taken for ball 1. We are underway. Jake Illey is hitting second. Caden Mullins third for Nampa Christian. Landon Mills, the shortstop. Then it's Trevin McConnell hitting fifth. Braden Schaefer is sixth in the order. Here's the 1-0 on the way to Dante. That is taken outside for ball 2. And then Colby Ferdinand is seventh in the order, today's starting first baseman. Cole Wickenden is the second baseman, and then Pete Dice is the DH hitting in the ninth spot. He hits for the left fielder, Hammond. Here's the 2-0 swung on a ground ball. Slow roller out to the shortstop. Gathered up by Tonneval. The toss is in time. Wow. What a throw by Jagger Tonneval from shortstop for the 6-3 putout. CJ, let's look at the defense quickly.
All right, Drew Hanna on the mound, tossing to Silas Naranjo behind the dish. Quentin Naranjo over at third, across the diamond, Dash Barlow at first. Jager Tonnevold, we just saw, at short. Bodie Howell at second. Left, right in the field goes Nick Drobish, Loudon Cochran, and Easton Schneider.
One gone, nobody out on the sacks for Illey. High and away, the first offering to him. 1 ball and no strikes. Hitting a .315 clip is the Trojan Jake Illey. Stands on the right side even with the plate. And the 1-0 pitch. That is just about ladder high, ball 2, so says our home plate umpire Marty Gibbs. Out first base is Tony Mangini, and then Chris Mary is over at third. Here's the next offering. That is a strike right at the letters, 2-1 to Jake. CJ, what's the pitching numbers on Drew Hanna?
Drew, 3-1 on the year. He's got a 1.5 ERA.
The 2-1 delivery is high for ball 3, 3-1. And what a matchup we have here today in game number 7 of the 2A Idaho State Baseball Championships. The defending champion Nampa Christian Trojans and Orofino Maniacs. Pitch is high for a ball, so Jake will draw a base on balls. 1 gone and 1 aboard here for Nampa Christian in their half of the first. Nampa Christian 19-6 this season. They're coached by Jake Allen, and he's assisted by Lance Cheney. That's Lance down there at first base. He tells Ely to take a lead. He's held on over at first by Barlow. From the stretch, pitch on the way to Mullins is just inside for a ball. Pitch missed, but I'm not sure exactly where. Caden Mullins hitting .273 on the season.
Does look like the strike zone will be pretty tight today.
Yeah. Boy, howdy, CJ, you got that right. There were a couple of pitches already that I thought, gosh, that's right at the letters, should be a strike. 1-0 on the way to Mullins. Here's the throw down to first, or second rather, and sliding in safely at second base is Ely.
Yeah, Silas hopped up and the transfer from glove to hand didn't go too well. He had to double clutch it and gave him enough time to get in there.
2 balls and no strikes to Mullins with the base runner in scoring position in the top of the first for Nampa Christian. Fastball taken right down the pipe for a called strike. So 1 stolen base here for Nampa Christian, and CJ yesterday, Orofino 8 stolen bases in their first round victory. Another fastball in there for a called strike, 2-2. Drew's not messing around. 2 consecutive fastballs right down the pipe, and no response from Caden standing at home plate. Next pitch is a fastball. Yeah, rung him up. So Silas Narano comes up, and he's a little gun-shy about starting that ball around the horn. And again, like yesterday, our home plate umpire just a little slow on the uptick. 2 away now. So that's the first strikeout for Drew Hanna. So the looking variety for Mullins.
On the year, he's got 56 Ks versus 25 walks.
Courtesy runner coming out now for Ely, the catcher, out at second base, and I believe that's Souza. Mills at the plate. First pitch is a fastball low, 1 ball and no strikes.
Mills hitting .362 on the year.
The 1-0 swung on and fouled out of play. Again, this is game 7. 2 loser out games earlier today. Firth disposed of Declo 9-4, and then Bear Lake topped Kellogg. So both Kellogg and Declo out of the tournament now. Pitch, check swing. No, he did not go, and the count runs to 2-1 to Landon.
You know, when you're the caliber of athlete as Hanna is, these are the matchups you look forward to, facing the other team's best hitter.
The 2-1 high for ball 3, 3-1. First base is open, 2 gone, and Souza running for Ely out at second. Fastball, that's a strike right across the plate, 3-2. Trojans wearing their traveling gray uniforms. Pinstripes, gold 1, swinging strike 3, and that'll do it. And Silas came up as he saw that Ely was taking off for third, but that'll do it. 2 strikeouts to end the frame, and Nampa Christian goes down without a threat here in the first. When we come back, it'll be the Maniac lineup right after this.
The morning paper arrives and you just can't extend your arms far enough to focus on the print. Does this seem like a typical day for you? Help is just an appointment away with Family Eye Care in Orofino and Kamei. Dr. Rick Lundgren is the Valley's trusted optometrist when it comes to your eyesight. Family Eye Care's highly trained staff will make sure your family has the finest in air care and eyewear. Call for an appointment and let Dr. Rick Lundgren perform a complete eye examination with the latest technology available. Single lens, bifocal, or progressive eyeglasses. Accentuate your personal style with statement-making glasses, contact lenses, sunglasses, and designer frames. Family Eye Care on Michigan Avenue, Orofino, and on Highway 12 West in Kamei is your stop for name brand frames, optics, and people who really care about your eyesight. Family Eye Care, where most insurance coverage is accepted along with major credit cards. We put your family first at Family Eye Care.
Here's CJ Thompson with the Maniac starting lineup.
Silas Narano in the leadoff spot, followed by first baseman Dash Barlow hitting second. Bodie Howell in the 3 spot. He's at second base today. Left fielder Nick Drobish gets the cleanup duties, followed by designated hitter Aiden Olive in the 5 spot. Quentin Narano will hit 6th. He's over at third.
Silas steps in, and the first pitch to him is swung on and hit out into the gap in left field. Silas, just like yesterday, offers at that first pitch. CJ, he found something in his wheelhouse and singles out into left, right in that 5-6 hole.
Wasting no time. And in the 7 spot is right fielder Easton Schneider hitting 8th. Loudon Cochran in center. Jager Tonnevold in the batting order today. He's at short. And Drew Hanna not hitting, but he's in the field defensively on the mound.
We'll get to the Trojan defense after this pitch. Here's Barlow at the plate with the runner aboard here in the bottom of the first. He'll take the first pitch for a called strike. On the hill, Caden Mullins for the Trojans. Jack Ely is catching Colby Ferdinand at first, Cole Wickenden at second, Braden Schaefer at third, Landon Mills at short, move over to first base, and back in is Naranjo. And then in the field from left to right, Nolan Hammond, Dante Diorzio, and Trevin McConnell. A lead again by Naranjo over at first. Pitcher swung on a ground ball in the hole, deep into left field, picked up nicely by the shortstop Mills. No play, however, 2 consecutive singles by this Maniac squad, and they're picking on the left side of the infield right away.
It's exactly the type of start you have to have against a team like the Nampa Christian Trojans. Such a good pitching staff.
So 2 aboard for the Maniacs with Bodie Howell, the starting second baseman for the Maniacs, at the plate. Here's the first pitch to him, a bender that's in there for a called strike. That's a nice looking curve, CJ. It starts high and then drops down into the zone on the outside half of the plate. Runners with their leads, the 0-1 on the way to Bodie. Instead is a turn, no throw to second because there was nobody there. Maybe somebody missed a sign. Neither the second baseman, Wickenden, or shortstop Mills had crossed him behind Naranjo at second. Next pitch is on the way to the plate, swung on, hit behind home plate. Illy goes back to the screen, and it'll make contact with the screen, so it's out of play. Couple of strikes now against Bodie, hitting .497 in this Maniac lineup.
And yesterday at the plate, Bodie went 1 for 2 with a couple of runs scored. He also reached on an error and got hit by pitch.
From the stretch, Mullins has a sign from Illy. He'll come set chin high and deals to the plate. High fastball swung through for strike 3. Boy, howdy. Bodie pulled the string and let that bat fly. Holy Toledo, that was about eye high. He saw it, he liked it, and he swung at it, CJ, but nothing but air.
Mullins bringing the heat.
Drobish now, and again, Mullins working from the stretch, deals the first pitch, going to be popped up. It'll be the first baseman who makes the catch, relay over to first. That's covered by Mullins, a double play, and that'll do it for the Maniacs here in the bottom of the first. No runs on 2 hits, 1 left out there. We're through an inning of play, knotted up at zeros.
5, 6, and 7 in the order due up. McConnell, Schaefer, and Ferdinand when Jeff and I return after this.
Clearwater Valley Hospital and Orofino Health Center, along with St. Mary's Hospital and Clinics, Cottonwood, are proud to help support the mission of our local high schools and all their student athletes. And that's to not only be tops on the field of play, but to be academically sound in the classroom as well, taking care of the needs of our athletes and their families. Clearwater Valley Hospital and Orofino Health Center, along with St. Mary's Hospital and Clinics, staffed by only the best family practice physicians and physician assistants.
His wife's words echoed in his mind.
You never fix anything around here.
Well, today that would change. He would fix the water heater. He'd show her that he wasn't just the man of the house, he was the handyman of this house. He was more than capable. Oh, no. And we covered it. UFH20. Talk to farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Hi, this is Greg Kimberling. We invite you to see us at our new location at 622 Bryden Avenue in Lewiston.
And we welcome you back once again. Proud of the Maniacs, Atkinson Distributing, Terry Bowling of Camas Financial, and Les Schwab at Tire Center here on KLER Orofino through 1 inning of play. Still goose eggs on the scoreboard, Jeff.
McConnell, Schaefer, and Ferdinand. We're looking at hitters 5, 6, and 7 for the Trojans.
Number 6, Trevin.
As Trevin will hit from the right side. We're in the top of the second inning. No score in this baseball game. Back out on the hill is Hannah. And the righty fires a first pitch changeup taken for a strike. 0-1. Definitely took a little off of that pitch, did our starting pitcher, Drew Hannah. Drew begins his windup and kicks and fires. There's a bunt laid down nicely in front of the mound. Hannah's got it. Here's the toss to first. It is in time. And so McConnell goes down 1-3, the first out here in the top of the second for Nampa Christian. Again, first-year coach Jake Allen for Nampa Christian has really done a very nice job to get his club back here to the state playoffs. 19-6, CJ. They second place out of the Western Idaho Conference, the runner-up. Schaefer steps in. Fastball taken for a strike at the belt, 0-1.
Yeah, that 19-6 record, pretty impressive. A lot of good talent down south.
Here is the 0-1 from Hannah on the way. Swung on, it's going to be popped up foul side of first. Barlow giving chase. And right next to the warning track makes the catch, and there are 2 away now. That's a gimme. You'll take it every day, right, CJ?
Oh, most definitely. And coming up is Colby Ferdinand, 7th hitter in the order, a lefty now at the plate.
All right, so here with 2 gone now, the first pitch is a change curve taken for a strike, 0-1. Ferdinand, today's starting first baseman, hitting at a 190 clip. Pitch high for a ball, 1 ball and 1 strike. The lefty bends back, he's ready at the plate, and here's the 1-1 on the way, swinging at the pitch for strike 2. Well, Colby went fishing, CJ. There was a pitch that was down and away, stuck the barrel of that bat out there, tried to make contact. He's about 3 fingers off the knob of that bat, looking to send something to the right side of the infield on a short stroke. Check swing for ball 2. Silas up thinking, oh, that could have been a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the next pitch on the way. Swinging third strike, and that'll do it. Maniacs put Nampa Christian down in order here in the second. No runs, no hits, no errors.
And when we come back, it'll be Olive, Nerano, and Schneider. They'll try to get the bats going for Orofino after this.
Yard cleanup for that big event is made easy when you pick up the power of a steel gas or battery-powered blower from Olive's Auto Parts. Take a look today at the full line of steel handheld blowers proven to get the job done with cruise control throttle for constant airflow. The BG50 gas blower is now just $139.95. No need to pull on a rope with the Steel BGA57 battery-powered blower. Comes complete with battery and charger, $179.95. Find the full line of steel products at Olive's Auto Parts, Michigan Avenue, Orofino.
P1FCU's Ascend Checking is a simple free checking account that gives you the flexibility to earn dividends. Plus, get anytime account access with online and mobile banking, mobile deposit, and no minimum balance requirements. So level up your finances with an Ascend checking account. Learn more at p1fcu.org/ascend. P1FCU, your community, your credit union. Insured by NCUA.
Insurance, Innovative Electric, and Olive's Auto Parts back to Maniacs all throughout the season.
Aiden Olive steps in, takes a first pitch, ball 1, as it's about letter high from starting pitcher Caden Mullins. Working from the stretch as he has all game long, Mullins delivers the 1-0, swung through by Aiden, and the count runs even. On the Maniac designated hitter, he's hitting for today's starting pitcher Drew Hanna. Here's the 1-1, high. About eye high. Aiden lays off of the fastball. 2-1. Aiden looking for a room service fastball to park. Here's the 2-1. Ooh, there's a strike delivered at the knees. 2-2.
So through 41 innings of play, Mullins has a .51 ERA.
Wow. 2-2. Oh, chasing after a pitch off of the dish. Aiden will go down on strikes. That's the first strikeout now for starting pitcher Mullins. Second, excuse me. Thank you very much, CJ. So 1 gone here in the second inning of play. That's going to bring up third baseman Quentin Naranjo. And Quentin's going to put one right out into center field on the first pitch. Just like yesterday. I mean, the kid can climb a ladder and get something about eye high and just put it on a line somewhere.
Being aggressive right out of the gates, hopping all over that first pitch. They feel like they've got him timed up.
That is the third single given up by Caden Mullins, starting pitcher for Nampa Christian, third base runner for Orofino. Schneider now at the plate. A move over to first base and sliding back in safely is Quentin. Quentin quickly back up onto his feet. He's got a good-sized lead off the bag over at first. And the first pitch on the way to Schneider swung on, and this one is going to the left of the second baseman. The throw is in time at first for the second out. Quentin Naranjo makes it to second. What a play by second baseman Wickenden, however, CJ. He laid himself out to the left, straightens himself up, and makes a nice throw over to Ferdinand at first for the second out.
Yeah, that ball was destined for right field. He straight up robbed Easton of a hit there.
Runner in scoring position, 2 away here in the bottom of the second for Cochran now. Curveball, that is taken for a strike. Loudon looking for signs, gets it from head coach Scotty Tondevold. And now here is the 0-1 on the way. Instead, it's a turn. Here's the throw to second. It's out into center field. On his way to third. Here comes the throw, and sliding in safe at third base is Naranjo. Ooh. That's going to go as a pick play as Quentin charges back to second, and the throw by Mullins ends up in center field.
Had me nervous there. That throw got to Durazio in center, or that ball got to Durazio in center field pretty quick.
Here's the 0-1 check swing. Did he go? They'll appeal out to our first base umpire, Tony Mangini. He says no. Count is, should be 2-1, I believe now. Next pitch on the way to Loudon. Swings at a pitch that's about letter high. Gets underneath it for strike 2. 2-2 now. Our home plate umpire says 1 ball and 2 strikes, so pardon me. Here's the 1-2. Oh, and there's a swinging third strike, and that'll do it for the Maniacs here in the second. Again, another golden opportunity for Orofino. However, they're unable to score as Mullins chalks up his third strikeout in today's baseball game. Through 2, we're knotted up at zeros.
It'll be Wickenden, Dice, then back around to the top with Durazio for Nampa Christian after this.
When electrical problems occur at your home or business, it's best left to a professional to assure your safety. Call on the knowledgeable and experienced team of Innovative Electric Services. In Orofino, Innovative Electric can give you a free estimate with competitive pricing to do everything from new builds to remodels. Serving Orofino and all the surrounding area with honest and timely work, call Innovative Electric at 476-3321. No job too big or small. Call Innovative Electric Services, Orofino.
Good luck, Orofino Maniacs, during your spring sports playoffs from Fiesta and Jalisco. On Johnson Avenue, Orofino, Fiesta and Jalisco Mexican restaurant is open to celebrate victories and console heartbreak. There's something for everyone. Tacos, enchiladas, burritos, and chimichangas. Combo plates featuring beef, chicken, and seafoods too. Fiesta and Jalisco Mexican food restaurant is where you'll find all your friends tonight. So come on by. Supporting the Maniacs throughout the year. It's Fiesta and Jalisco.
Bring home the hardware, Orofino, Barlow Quality Truss, Watson's Market, and Orofino Physical Therapy.
And it will face Wickenden to lead things off. First pitch, swing and a fly ball center field. Cochran moves to his right, so make the catch. 1 pitch, 1 away.
Loudon does a nice job patrolling center field there, CJ. He came in on the ball, then made 1 step back, 1, maybe 2 to his right, readjusted, and there for the can of corn.
I'm liking his glove. Almost looks like Seattle Mariner colors. Here is Pete Dice. First pitch is a low from Hannah. 1-0. Dice DHing today, hitting .286. Diminutive right-hander. The pitch, swinging a hard hit ground ball through the left side of the infield. A base knock for Pete Dice in the 9th spot. And the Trojans with a man aboard here in the top of the 3rd.
First hit that Drew has given up. CJ Drew with 3 strikeouts. He's walked 1.
And now we have the top of the order, Dante Durazio. Right-hander holds that bat over his right shoulder. Set and the first pitch. Breaking ball inside. 1-0. Dice the short lead over at first, held on by Barlow. Drew checks on him. Now move over, gets him diving back.
Not even a tag. Dashka knows, well, we're just going to make sure he knows that I'm here.
Now Drew will set and deliver that fastball in the dirt. Skitters away from Naranjo, able to keep it in front of him though and hold the runner. Count goes to 2-1. Still zeros on the scoreboard. Drew will step off and they'll look Dice back to first base. Very different ball games for both these teams yesterday, as the 2-1 pitch fouls a grounder off on the third base side. Evens the count up 2 balls, 2 strikes. Brazio taking signs from coach up the third base line. Hannah sets and delivers, swing and a fly ball down the line left field side. Giving chase is Drobish. She'll make the catch in foul territory, and there's 2 away.
Wow, I'll tell you, Nick Drobish does a good job to get on his horse, CJ, because he makes that catch not more than maybe 7 feet away from the left field fence. And that's after, patrolling a reasonable depth out in left field. You got a long ways to run to catch up with that, but a lot of air under that fly ball off of Durazio.
Plus Drobish, a great athlete. He's got good speed. Here's Jack Ely. The set from Hannah and the pitch. Swing and a miss and a throw to first base. Diving back in time is Dice. Counts at 0-1 to Ely. As I was saying, much different ball games yesterday for these 2 teams. A close one between Nampa Christian and Firth. A 1-run ball game. Orofino building a 12-0 victory. And here's a throw to first and caught in the pickle. The throw to second. Tag applied. Bodie Howell with the tag. And going down in the rundown is Jack Ely. And that'll do it for Nampa Christian here in the top of the third. And no runs on a hit, no errors. They leave nobody out there.
When we come back, it'll be the Maniac half of the third and schedule up hitters 9, 1, and 2, Tonneval, Naranjo, and Barlow after this. Plans on building a new home, garage, or adding to your current business? Call Barlow Quality Trust, a name you've come to trust. Pick up the phone now, call Barlow Quality Trust for a free estimate, 435-4348. For commercial, residential, farm buildings, build them to last with the help of Barlow Quality Trust. Engineered and TPI inspected, pre-delivery within a 100-mile radius of Orofino, as well as competitive rates on our boom service. Barlow Quality Trust, backing high school athletics.
It happens every May, postseason high school baseball and softball, and every year the Orofino Maniacs are always in the thick of it. Atkinson Distributing is proud to support the rich tradition of Orofino high school athletics and hopes you'll get out and watch the next game. Orofino will be fighting for the Idaho Class 2A state title, and with you cheering in the stands, the Maniacs will be winners. Don't miss one game. Atkinson Distributing, where you'll find quality Chevron fuels with Techron, diesel, and home heating oils, backing OHS athletics.
Happy to sponsor in part today's Maniac broadcast. Best Built Builder Supply, along with Clearwater Valley Health on AM 13 KLER Orofino. And thank you for listening to our streaming YouTube channel, KLER 1300 AM. Well, here we go, Maniac half of the second. Here is CJ Thompson.
And Caden Mullins back out on the mound for the Trojans. He'll face Jager Tonneval to lead things off. Here's the set and the first pitch. Fastball away to the lefty.
And I misspoke. I'm sorry, CJ. We are in the third. I apologize. I just said second.
Jager, one of 2 lefties in the order today for the Maniacs. The 1-0 on the way. It paints the outside edge.
You take a look at Jager. He is a freshman, CJ. I'm going to guess he stands somewhere around 5'2" or maybe. And that's an awfully small strike zone.
The 1-1 pitch, swing and a pop-up. Back and out of play, landed just behind us actually. Count goes to a ball and 2 strikes, and Coach Donovold has showing a lot of confidence in Jaeger come postseason time. It's been a mainstay defensively. Here's the 1-2 pitch, a swing and a pop-up over and out of play on the left field side. Jaeger getting his cuts in.
So Jaeger has been in on 1 out. Yesterday, CJ, I don't think he had anything hit to him, did he? I mean, off the top of my head, without going back and look at the book, I don't think he had anything hit to him at shortstop.
Yeah, I don't remember anything specifically. Here's the set and the 1-2 pitch. Twisting away from that one goes a Jaeger, and it looks like it hit him. And
yeah.
That'll put Jaeger aboard.
I'll tell you what, he tried to spin out of the way of that, but that pitch came so far inside to the left-handed hitter, it tagged him on the left arm, or the right arm rather, as he tried to get out of the way. And so he was almost a little miffed. He didn't get a chance to get in there and have another cut. Kid wants to be a hitter.
Back around to the top of the order with Silas Narano. Mullins wasting no time, will set and deliver. First pitch is up high to Silas, and a little bit more about Mullins. He's 3-1 through those 41 innings with the .51 ERA. The set and the pitch behind the back of Narano, 2-0. And on the season, he's got, listen to this, 59 strikeouts versus just 8 walks.
We're talking about Mullins here?
We are.
My gosh.
Jaeger, the lead over at first, as Mullins will still, Silas had time granted. Mullins has the sign, the 2-0 to Narano, and there for a strike.
Well, Caden has definitely lived so far by that fastball. He's got a pretty good hook as well, but he likes to pepper that fastball in there quite often.
Now the 2-1 delivery is a curveball that misses. 3 balls and a strike to Silas, hitter's count. Sunshine, highs in the 80s today. Nary a breeze. The 3-1 delivery taken all the way for a called strike. Hit the letters. Full count.
That'd have been a good pitch to pull the trigger on, and Silas knows it too.
Silas with a hit already off of Mullins, one of the 3 that Orofino has managed. 1 on, nobody away. Here's the payoff pitch, and it is taken for ball 4. That'll put runners at first and second. Another opportunity here for the Maniacs with nobody down. It's Dash Barlow due up to the plate.
Well, this is reminiscent somewhat of the first CJ when the Maniacs got 2 aboard with nobody gone, then a strikeout, and then a double play to end the inning.
Here's the set and the pitch to Barlow. That pitch up and a little away. 1-0.
Dashel wants to see if he can see a few more pitches, not only for himself, but to help his teammates on deck.
Dash singled in the first. Here's the pitch, and it's on the outside edge.
Yeah.
Ball and a strike.
You bet. Come back with that changeup, CJ. Just a little off of the dish, and Dashel wasn't quite sure how to react to it.
Runners at first and second, nobody down. And a move back to second. Tag applied pretty close. Bang, bang play, but Jaeger in there.
You know, that's exactly where you want that ball, CJ. Mullins hit Mills, the shortstop, right in front of the bag at second. That's exactly where the tag was at, but the hand of Tonneval was back on the bag just in time.
Was a nice move. Got to throw to the tag. The pitch to Barlow, swing and a pop-up over left field side. That will fall safely.
Foul.
Foul. Kind of tough to see where the...
Yeah, I'll tell you what, third baseman Schaefer kind of lost it immediately, and so he turned complete 360. He didn't know where the ball was at, so there was no way that the shortstop or left fielder were going to have an opportunity to make a catch on that foul ball.
Count is 1-2 to Barlow. Mullins a look at the runner. Now deals to the dish and rung him up. A fastball on the corner, outside corner, just above the knees. And that's the first out. 4th K in the book for Mullins. And here is Bodie Howell. Howell struck out swinging in the first after falling behind 0-2. Here's the first pitch, a cut of the fastball that was up high, pop up over third base side, and falls just off of the glove of a third baseman, Braden Schaefer. I think he might have lost it a bit too.
You know, Braden knew he was about half a step away from going into the Maniac third base dugout, and so he looked away momentarily, and the ball just fell behind his glove. Well, I'll tell you what, Bodie Howell is living right today.
Catches a break there. Count at 0-1. Couple of men aboard following a hit batsman and a walk. Mullins, the pitch to Howell, swing and a grounder into the glove of the third baseman, Schaefer. And a throw across gets by Ferdinand. That's going to score Tonnevold from third. Grounding third and putting on the brakes goes Silas. And the Maniacs in the business now on the board. They lead Nampa Christian 1-0.
Yeah, an errant throw by Schaefer over at third. He looked the base runner over at second, Tonnevold back, and then just airmailed a shot over to first base that completely missed the glove of Ferdinand, allowing Tonnevold to score. They put the brakes on Silas Naranjo, but they almost thought about trying to bring him home. That ball was way up the right field line and foul ground.
Howell ends up at second on the play. Runners at second and third now for Nick Drobish. First pitch swung through. Able to blow that one by Nick, 0-1.
Yeah, Nick just trying to catch up with that fastball, CJ, and drive it somewhere deep and bring home 2 more runs.
Now the 0-1 delivery, and that's a breaking ball. It's high. A ball and a strike with 1 out. Nick can lift anything to the outfield. Silas, good speed over at third, should be able to tag and score. The 1-1 on the way to Drobish. Check swing. It's a called strike at the top of the zone. Count at 1-2 to Drobish. Mullins fires. That is up high. Evens the count up, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Tell you what, this is a good-looking kid out there on the bump for Nampa Christian, CJ. He can zip it up there and moves it all around the strike zone.
Yeah, he can really sling it. Maniacs have got their hands full. The 2-2 pitch and rung him up on the inside edge at the knees. That corner down and in. And that is the 5th strikeout. Just making sure you're paying attention there.
Well, this is where you want your DH to come, CJ. You got 2 ducks out there in scoring position, 2 gone. You're asking this guy to put the ball in play.
And this guy is Aiden Olive. Takes a cut at the first pitch, pops up over and out of play. And Aiden swinging at a .465 clip on the year. Tall right-hander, plenty of pop to his bat.
You need to be hitting that well with base runners in scoring position. The Maniacs have 1 across now. Golden opportunity right here with your DH at the plate.
And the pitch to Olive. Takes it for ball 1. Ball and a strike. Olive taps the dish. And the 1-1 delivery, and Aiden wanted to pull the trigger on that, able to hold off, and that misses away for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, it comes back with that curve ball away, maybe a bit of a slider, moves away from the right-handed hitter.
Mullins sets and delivers, swing and a miss, 4 strike 2, evens it up at 2 balls, 2 strikes, comes with another breaking ball. This is the semi-final round of the 2A States Championships. State Championship coming up tomorrow. The winner of this will participate. The 2-2 delivery to Olive, swinging third, a strike, and that will do it for the Maniacs here in the third as Mullins strikes out to the side. But they do get a run on the board on no hits and no errors. They leave 2 out there, 1-0. Orofino.
All right, when we come back, it'll be Ely, Mullins, and Mills after this.
If you were to look up Finke logging in the dictionary, you'd find a definition of hard-working men and women dedicated to making our forests multi-use, healthy, and sustainable. Finke logging, proud backers of everything Orofino, including the baseball and softball teams participating in postseason play. Finke Logging is proud of all of our kids and their tremendous efforts they put forward in the classroom and on the ball field. Good luck, Maniacs. Bring home the hardware. We're all rooting for you from Finke Logging Orofino.
Good luck, teams, playing the 2A girls and boys softball and baseball championships from your friends at Simmons-Nadel Sanitation. All our area teams like Orofino and Kamei have put many hard hours into this season, and Robert Simmons and crew wish them the best of luck. All our area high schools know about teamwork and the importance of playing as a cohesive unit. That's why Simmons-Nadel Enterprises is proud to back all our kids while they eye a state championship. Good luck, teams, from Simmons-Nadel Sanitation.
Fiesta and Jalisco Mexican food restaurant, Rick Lundgren of Family Eye Care, and Best Western Lodge at River's Edge. They all say, go Maniacs and win. It's the state semifinals of the 2A Idaho State Baseball Championships. I'm Jeff Jones along with CJ Thompson. We encourage you to come on out. A lot of baseball left yet today at the conclusion of this game, as well as game number 8, and then 3 games tomorrow. Hardware going to be spilling out everywhere tomorrow.
And the Maniacs hoping that they can end up with the big one, and a lot of that is on the back of this kid on the mound right here, Drew Hanna.
Well, he's got a 1-run cushion right now, CJ. The Maniacs have had all kinds of opportunities, base runners galore, only 1 run to show for it, however, and you just got to wonder, when are they going to be able to get to today's starting pitcher, Caden Mullins, and actually go for something more than singles.
And it is Mullins, Jack Ely at the plate. First pitch is low for a ball 1. Ely was at the plate at the end of the 3rd.
And again, a nice throw out by Silas Naranjo.
Now the 1-0 pitch bounces in, 2 balls and no strikes. Caden Mullins over on deck. It's Landon Mills in the hole. Nampa Christian rocking the pinstripes today. Wind up and the 2-0 pitch on the way. A curveball misses. 4-3 count, runs to 3-0.
So this is where Drew comes right down the heart of the plate with a strike.
And Ely taking all the way, and just like you said, pitch in there for a strike, 3-1.
Nampa Christian with only 1 base runner today.
The 3-1 delivery of the plate, Ely late on that, fouls it straight back. Full count.
I misspoke. They have had 2 base runners today, CJ. Nobody further than second, however.
Hanna battling his way back in after falling behind 3-0. Wind up in the payoff pitch on the way to Ely, swinging a pop-up over first base side. Mask off, Silas giving chase. It hits the nets and falls safely in play.
And again, CJ, you made remarks about this yesterday. The Central Idaho League Player of the Year behind home plate. He plays like it every single play. Silas Naranjo, just phenomenal calling balls and strikes.
Second payoff pitch on the way, swinging a hard hit ball up the middle. It's going to be on a hop. Loudon Cochran is on it, and a base knock to lead things off here in the 4th for Jack Ely. Ely able to square that one up.
Yeah, he just got a little underneath it, CJ, but he put it on a line directly out in front of Loudon Cochran at center.
And now here is Caden Mullins. See what he can do to help his own cause with a man aboard. Here's the first pitch, swing and a pop-up, overhand, out of play. 0-1. Kind of glad we have this pop-up now. We're not in the danger zone anymore.
Thing is, you can't see it. I mean,
although if anyone's paying attention, you'd think it'd be us.
Yeah.
And a move over to first base, trying to keep Ely close. Count is 0-1 to Mullins. And now another move over.
Yeah, again, with just one base runner on, Orofino trying to keep that double play in order.
The 0-1 pitch, a fastball that is low. Ball and a strike.
Nampa Christian has already turned one double play against Orofino back last frame.
1-1 the counts. Drew will step off and look the runner back. 1-1 pitch to Mullins in there for a strike above the belt on the inner part of the plate. 1-2.
Yeah, the winner of this contest will face off against the winner of Malad and Marsing, the last game of the evening.
Ely the lead at first, held on by Barlow, and another move over. Gets Ely diving back. Mullins will tap on the dish, wave the bat over his shoulder, and we have a bomb. Oh.
What? There, I think time was called.
Time was called, okay.
Our first base umpire, Tony Mangini, had said something to the dugout over at first base. That's Nampa Christians. Drew was in his windup.
I was only focused on Drew. Here's the pitch. That one bounces in, and Narano able to keep it close enough to hold the runner. And Ely at first, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
You can almost feel that there's something not right now, CJ, with that time call just a few moments ago. Everybody seems to be a little off. A golden opportunity for Ely to try to go to second, but he went back to first.
Now here's the set and the pitch, swinging a hard hit ground ball. Narano has it at third. The throw to second in time. Here's the turn. Having to come off the bag is a Barlow, so safe at first is a Mullins, but they do get the lead runner in Ely. He goes down 5-4 for the first out.
That's right. You know, you can always trade a base runner at first for second as far as the Maniac defense goes. They'll allow you to get to first, but they don't want you to get to second. They're going to throw you out there quickly.
Now Landon Mills hitting .362. Hannah will move over to first. Back is Mullins. And you talked about the award-winning catcher for the Maniacs, Silas Narano. As the pitch to the plate, swing and a pop-up over first base side. That will fall out of play. Count goes to 0-1, and yeah, Silas, an award-winning catcher, and you'd think that Drew Hanna might be in line for some awards here this year on the mound. That 1.5 ERA, he's had several write-ups done on him so far this year, including one move over to first base. Back again is Mullins.
Drew's going to keep that B move going over to first base all day long. He just wants to make sure that that base runner doesn't get a step ahead.
And a swing at a curveball and a pop-up back and out of play once again.
And now take a look at Silas. He's got his hands on his knees, bent over at the waist. He's chased after 3 pop-ups. And, you know, it's 90-plus degrees out. He's got all that gear off. He's going, somebody get me a drink of water.
Hannah at 0-2 in the counts. Here comes the waist pitch, a curveball, and rung him up. Paints the inside edge.
Only the second out. Silas said, I want it to be third because I am tired.
And here comes Trevin McConnell. Trevin hitting .369. He bounced out on a comebacker to Drew in the second. Waves the bat over his right shoulder, 1 on, 2 away. Drew deals the first pitch. It's high and inside. Seemed to motion to Silas that one got away from him a bit. Hannah has the sign, now move over to first. Tag applied by Barlow, but safe is Mullins. McConnell, right fielder, has another toss over to first.
You know, Drew can do this all day long, just as long as Mullins knows he can't get anything more than his safety lead.
The 0-1 to the plate, swing and a pop-up over third base side. Narano giving chase, and that will fall just over Orofino's dugouts.
That's only the second pitch to Trevin, CJ. My gosh, seems like we've been here for 5 minutes.
I was actually wondering whether I missed something. Tad bit of a breeze starting up on the flagpole over the scoreboard in right field, but it's not enough to really feel it. Now another move over. Just a quick toss back from Dash. Just a little game of catch. One and one to McConnell. Pitch from Drew, well upstairs. Silas looking the runner back to first. 2 balls and a strike now to McConnell. Couple outs, 1 on. 2-1 pitch, runner goes, swing and a miss. Here's the throw on a hop, tag applied, got him. Silas guns down. Caden Mullins trying to steal. Nice tag by Bodie Howell. And that will do it for the Trojans here in the top of the 4th. They're held scoreless on a hit. No errors, and nobody is left out there. 1-0 Orofino.
When we come back, the Maniac half of the 4th inning, it's Naranjo, Schneider, and Cochran after this.
Today you have numerous options when selecting your IRA, and deciding which account is right for you is one of the most important decisions you will make for your financial future. Hi, this is Terry Bowling with Camus Financial Services. Give me a call to find out which IRA fits your financial needs or to update your current IRA savings strategy. You can reach me, Terry Bowling, at 476-7100 or stop by my office at 230 Johnson Avenue in Orofino to set up a free, no-obligation appointment today. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Hi, this is Terry Bowling with Camus Financial Services. I am available to help you select the right investment options when you are faced with early retirement, changing or losing a job, or any other lifestyle changes that warrant a review of your financial plan. You can reach me, Terry Bowling, at 476-7100 or stop by my office at 230 Johnson Avenue, Orofino to set up a free, no-obligation appointment today. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Simmons Natal Enterprises, along with Finke Logging and P1FCU. Proud Maniac Beckers all throughout the year here on KLER Orofino.
Quentin Naranjo to lead things off here in the bottom of the 4th for the Maniacs. Orofino up 1-0. Caden Mullins, the set and the first pitch fastball. That misses 4-1.
You know, Caden, I mean, he can drive that fastball everywhere, CJ.
He's got 6 strikeouts to this point. The 1-0 to Quinton, swing and a fly ball. Foul territory, left field side. It's going to fall safe. And it hits something. It's something over there.
Something metal.
Maybe a truck.
That's a truck.
Uh-oh.
1, 2, 3.
It's always the danger when you're at a baseball field. Here's the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a flare the other way. Fly ball right to McConnell in right field. He'll make the catch. And there's 1 down.
Right now, Maniacs making pretty good contact against Trojan starting pitcher Caden Mullins, CJ. Caden with 6 strikeouts, but Orofino with 3 hits right now. They've made good contact, put the ball in play every time.
Here's Easton Schneider. First pitch from Mullins. Started him off with a pitch down low. 1-0. Schneider was robbed of a hit in the seconds by second baseman Wickenden. The 1-0 pitch fouled off over on the right field side. Ball and strike now to Schneider, who hits 206. Mullins ready, deals to the dish, the 1-1. Got a foul tip on the swing.
Cochran on deck, Tonnevold in the hole. CJ, 1 gone. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Maniacs 1 run on 3 hits to this point. No runs for Nampa Christian.
Semi-final round of the 2A States tournaments. The 1-2 delivery, swings past a curveball. And Schneider goes down on to strikes. 2 up, 2 down here in the home half of the 4th.
Well, here's Loudon hitting in that 8th spot, CJ. Went down swinging in his first at-bat. Would love to make contact try that 2-out rally, get it started.
First pitch to Loudon, a fastball in there for a strike. Maybe took a bit off. Loudon back in, has the bat over his right shoulder. 0-1 pitch, another fastball. This one misses. The ball and a strike. Cochran sure to see the mound tomorrow. The 1-1 pitch is high. 4-2, 2 balls and a strike.
Good eye by Loudon, CJ. That pitch started to have some down to it, but it stayed just above the letters. He's laid off of it.
Mullins sets and delivers the 2-1 pitch and a foul tip. 2-2. Cochran taps on the dish. Pitch to the plates is high. 4-3. Full counts now to Loudon Cochran. He hits at a 276 clip. Taking Mullins the distance. The payoff pitch to Loudon, and it's inside a.
Just got a piece of it. You could hear that go just off of the handle or just above it anyway as he checked his swing. Fouled it at home plate.
Second payoff pitch to Cochran, and rung him up. Goes down on strikes. That is the 7th strikeout. 8th strikeouts. I might keep going one less, but a 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left out there. 1-0 Orofino.
Well, for the second consecutive inning, Nampa Christian will bring back the last batter that they had at the plate. It's McConnell, Schaefer, and Ferdinand after this.
When electrical problems occur at your home or business, it's best left to a professional to assure your safety. Call on the knowledgeable and experienced team of Innovative Electric Services. In Orofino, Innovative Electric can give you a free estimate with competitive pricing to do everything from new builds to remodels. Serving Orofino and all the surrounding area with honest and timely work, call Innovative Electric at 476-3321. No job too big or small. Call Innovative Electric Services, Orofino.
P1FCU's Ascend Checking is a simple free checking account that gives you the flexibility to earn dividends. Plus, get anytime account access with online and mobile banking, mobile deposit, and no minimum balance requirements. So level up your finances with an Ascend checking account. Learn more at p1fcu.org/ascend. P1FCU, your community, your credit union. Insured by NCUA.
And thank you for listening into today's game. At the conclusion of the action, we will deliver a Pizza Factory Player of the Game honor. We hope you'll listen in for the Pizza Factory's Player of the Game at the conclusion of today's game. Here's CJ Thompson.
And Trevin McConnell, who was at the plates when the top of the 4th ended, will lead things off. Drew Hanna wasting no time, winds and fires, fouls off a curveball. And as you said at the break, Jeff, that's 2 straight innings. That's the player that finished at the plates at the end of the frame will lead off the next. Here's the 0-1 pitch, a swing and a slow grounder left side, moving to his left. Naranjo has it, gathers the throw in time. And McConnell goes down 5-3 for the first out. Maniacs looking sharp defensively so far today. Braden Schaefer will step to the plate. Maniacs with a 1-0 advantage, and you knew this was going to be a low-scoring pitching battle here today, and it's exactly what we've had. First pitch to Schaefer, bounces in, 4-1.
You know, the hardest working guy on the field right now for Orofino is Silas Naranjo. That ball bounced up off of the plate and up into his chin protector, or chest protector, and then to his chin protector. The poor guy's getting beat up back there.
Now the 1-0 pitch. Nicely framed, but just a little low. Drew, the look in. Now we'll wheel and deal the 2-0 pitch. That one, a called strike. 2 balls and a strike now to Braden Schaefer. Bases clear, 1 away. 1-0 Orofino here in the top of the 5th. Wind up and the pitch fouled off over and out of play up near Dewey. Evens the count.
Name of the streets now.
Yeah. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now the 2-2 pitch to the plate is a low 4-ball, 3 full count now to Schaefer.
Yeah, Schaefer, he thought about offering at it, CJ, only half-heartedly put that bat out there. They'll appeal anyway.
Now the windup and the payoff pitch from Hanna, swinging a drive to right field, but right there is Easton Schneider. He'll make the catch, and there's 2 down.
That bat, number 11.
Well, right now, Nampa Christian's spraying the ball all over the place, CJ. A lot of ground ball outs, 2, 3 fly ball outs. Again, they've just not been able to put base runners on, only 2 to this point.
Here's Colby Ferdinand, first pitch to the lefty, paints that outside edge. Of course, they're going to try and pitch away to the left-handed hitter.
Well, Colby struck out to end the second.
Now the 0-1 pitch, that is outside. 1-1.
This is the point of the lineup where Drew Hanna and the Maniacs were able to set the Trojans down in order.
The 1-1 pitch, curveball on the outside.
That was a nice curveball, probably the nicest one that Drew has thrown yet in this baseball game, CJ. It had a lot of movement on it.
Count goes to 1-2. Now the windup and the pitch, and that's off the dish away. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
You look at the way that Schaefer is approaching this at-bat, CJ. Look how high his hands are up on the handle of that bat, looking to shorten his swing.
Now the 2-2 to Ferdinand is outside. Full count. Lefty steps back in. He is pretty well choked up. The payoff pitch, that misses outside for ball 4, and a 2-out base runner for the Nampa Christian Trojans. Ferdinand will take over first base.
Yeah, unfortunate for Drew. He lost him after going 2-2, then 2 pitches, 1 high and tight, 1 a little outside, and so he gives up the base runner with 2 away here in the 5th.
Now move over to first base, and diving back in is Ferdinand. Of course, we've seen that song and dance in the last inning, and it ended up paying off for Orofino. Able to gun down man trying to steal as that pitch is low and inside to Wickenden. Wickenden flied out to Loudon Cochran in center. His first at bat, 1 on, 2 away. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1. Got that curveball by him.
Yeah, Drew comes right at the knees to Wickenden here, CJ. If he makes contact, it's a ground out ball. No harm, no foul. So he wants to keep it low to this kid. He got something about belt high, and that induced the fly ball out to center field in his first at bat.
Now the 1-1 pitch, and that misses for a ball, 2 balls and a strike. Drew wasting no time, working quickly. The 2-1 pitch blows that by a swinging Wickenden, evens the count up, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And again, he comes back with a fastball. This time it's a little off of the plate, CJ, just between the belt and the letters.
That 2-2 delivery bounces the fastball in. Count goes full for the 3rd straight batter.
That was an oops by Drew Hanna. He knew it. He held onto that ball a little long. 60 feet 6 inches is what the target is, and he probably went about 59 feet.
Now payoff pitch, swing and a miss. Doesn't matter because he got him. Wickenden goes down swinging, and that'll do it for the Trojans. They are held scoreless on no hits, no errors, and they leave 1 out there. It's 1-0.
All right, when we come back for the Maniacs, we're going to be looking at 9, 1, and 2 hitters scheduled up are Tunnable, Naranjo, and Barlow after this.
Orofino Police Department encourages all Maniac faithful to come out to the ballpark at Orofino High for the Idaho State 2A Baseball Championships. Maniac Baseball takes on the toughest teams in hopes of hanging another championship banner at OHS. Orofino Police Department knows that raising great kids in our schools and athletic programs means great kids live and work in our community. Show your support any way you can and help them grow into super citizens. Orofino Police Department says be there for our kids and go Maniacs.
Proud to support Orofino High Athletics are your friends at Sunset Mart. On Michigan Avenue, Orofino, while listening to the Maniacs, enjoy a delicious sandwich from our cold case and an ice-cold soft drink. A juicy hamburger is easily available from the hot deli case and always satisfying. And now mornings till 11, Sunset Mart serves up biscuits and gravy. We're on the go or are settling in to listen to a game. Stop by Sunset Mart, your Maniac backer on Michigan Avenue.
Jager Tonnevold to lead things off. First pitch from Mullins is a low for ball one.
You're listening to the Maniacs on KLER Orofino, brought to you by your friends at Orofino Police Department and Riverside Physical Therapy.
Mullins fires to the dish, swing, good contact to center field, but right there is a Durazio to make the catch. The outfield playing a little in.
Looking at the crowd here, CJ, good-sized crowd on hand for this semifinal day, and I see former ball players, or Sean Diffin up there, who was a tremendous catcher for this Maniac squad. A lot of other former ball players that have come in to watch Orofino.
Back around to the top of the order with Silas Narano. Mullins has the sign, sets and delivers, and a called strike. Silas didn't agree there. Now the 0-1 to Narano. That is high with the breaking ball.
You know, if anybody has a real good look at balls and strikes, it's Silas Naranjo, because he's parked behind the plate. He sees just about as many, or half as many, as the umpire does.
The 1-1 to Silas, and catches the inside corner.
Yeah, there's that breaking ball that Mullins spots in there every once in a while.
Count is 1-2. And the pitch to the plate, swing and a flare to the right side of the infield, making the catch Wickenden, and there's 2 up, 2 down.
Well, again, the Maniacs have 1 run on the scoreboard via their 3 hits, and that's what we're looking at right now. It is 1-0 Orofino as we're in the bottom of the 5th in this semifinal game.
Now here's Dash Barlow hoping to spark some 2-out magic. First pitch takes a cut at it, sends a ball to center field, moving to his right, making the catch on the move is Durazio. And a 1-2-3 inning. Mullins sets the Maniacs down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left out there. Maniacs with a 1-0 advantage.
Okay, here we go to the top of the 6th. When Nampa Christian comes to the plate, we're going to be looking at the designated hitter, Pete Dice, to lead it off after this.
Clearwater Valley Hospital and Orofino Health Center, along with St. Mary's Hospital and Clinics, Cottonwood, are proud to help support the mission of our local high schools and all their student athletes. And that's to not only be tops on the field of play, but to be academically sound in the classroom as well, taking care of the needs of our athletes and their families. Clearwater Valley Hospital and Orofino Health Center, along with St. Mary's Hospital and Clinics, staffed by only the best family practice physicians and physician assistants.
Yard cleanup for that big event is made easy when you pick up the power of a steel gas or battery-powered blower from Olive's Auto Parts. Take a look today at the full line of steel handheld blowers proven to get the job done with cruise control throttle for constant airflow. The BG50 gas blower is now just $139.95. No need to pull on a rope with the Steel BGA57 battery-powered blower. Comes complete with battery and charger, $179.95. Find the full line of steel products at Olive's Auto Parts, Michigan Avenue, Orofino.
Proud of the Maniacs, Atkinson Distributing, Terry Bowling of Camas Financial, and Les Schwab Tire Center on KLER Orofino as we head to the top of the 6th here in the semifinal round of the 2A state championships from the ball field at Orofino High. Orofino hanging on to a 1-run advantage. Here's Jeff Jones to bring you home with the play-by-play.
Well, the Malad Dragons have come to the ballpark, CJ. They represent the other semifinal game. They'll be taking on the Marsing Huskies in the contest right after this. So we encourage you to come on out and support high school baseball and cheer on these Maniacs to a victory over the Nampa Christian Trojans. Dice steps in. He is from the right side. He has the 1 hit that Nampa Christian has so far, and the first offering is in there for a strike. 2 hits by Nampa Christian. Dice has 1 of those 2. The 0-1 delivery now on the way, and it is just a touch low. A ball and a strike. Dice hitting in the 9 spot, and then we're back to the top of the order for D'Orazio and Ely. Hannah's 1-1 pitch on the way. Breaking ball taken for a strike. 1-2. You know, I smell barbecue and I see smoke, but I'm wondering which is which. Here's the 1-2. Oh, a fastball just a little outside for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
A lot of pitches in that last frame for Hannah.
Here's the 2-2. Swung on, fouled back into the screen as Dice keeping his at-bat alive.
They're in the 5th inning. Went to a full count on 3 straight batters.
Here's the 2-2. Low for ball 3. Drew, again, having a slight mechanic problem. Holding onto the ball just a touch too long on those curveballs. Fastball low for ball 3, or ball 4 rather, excuse me. That is the 3rd walk that Drew has given up in today's baseball game. So the tying run is out at first base with nobody gone here in Napa's half of the 6th. And we go to the top of the order. This is D'Orazio.
Interesting to see if coach is going to try and bunt him over.
Move to first once again. No tag applied by Barlow. Dice with just a safety lead. 2 steps away from first base at best. D'Orazio at the plate, another move over to first base. Like I said earlier, CJ, Drew Hanna can do this all day long. He's got that B move, and he's more than happy to toss it over there. Here's the pitch. There's a bunt attempt, and it is fouled at home plate. That pitch rode inside on the right-handed hitter at home plate, and he almost tried to bail out, but the only thing that was going to protect him was that bat, so he fouled it right from his chest. So strike on D'Orazio.
Nampa Christian has showed their hand there, I'm sure.
And another move to first. Again, you never know when you can catch a base runner leaning the wrong way. You get even a half step ahead of him, and you got a tag at a base. Stepping in on the right side, D'Orazio. And here's the 0-1. Again, bunt is shown, and it's fouled off to the first base dugout. 2 strikes now against Dante, and so more than likely the bunt sign going to be pulled off. Thank you for listening into our game on 1300 KLER Orofino. Jeff Jones, CJ Thompson. Here is the 0-2 delivery. Instead, it's another move to first. Thank you for listening in. Also, we're streaming on our our YouTube channel, KLER 1300 AM. The waste pitch swung on, and this one's going to be hit foul a long ways up the left field line.
Yeah, he gave it a ride.
Yeah, just got ahead of that, CJ. Pulled the trigger way too fast. Pitch came inside, just underneath the barrel. So the count remains 0-2 to the leadoff hitter, Dante. Another move over to first base. This time the tag applied by Barlow. And once again, Dice has a 2-step lead away from the bag at first. Pitch is high, ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes to the kid wearing number 7 at home plate, Dante D'Orazio.
Bounced out and flied out to this point.
The 1-2 swung on a ground ball, golfed foul to the left. And right now, Dante's getting a pretty good at-bat here, making Drew Hanna work. Drew trying to get that 3rd strike to this kid in the leadoff spot. He is 0 for 2. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Would love to have a pitch count on Drew right now.
Drew straightens up, set letter high, and a move over to first. I gotta think that Dice has enough of that infield dirt in his shirt and pants now. He's got to be slowed down maybe a half a second. Here's the 1-2, swinging third strike, and Dante goes down on strikes. One gone here in the Nampa Christian half of the 6th inning.
It's a big strikeout right there for Drew.
Yeah, 5th strikeout now for, or 6th, excuse me, for Drew Hanna. So with one away and one aboard here for Nampa Christian, starting to get into the heart of the lineup. Here's catcher Jake Ely. Jake has one of the 2 hits up on the scoreboard for Nampa Christian. And I'm sure the Nampa Christian fans, after that throw over to first, are going, all right, come on, we've seen this already. Pitch is swung on, golf to the left side of the second baseman and out into right field. Nice dive by Howell. He couldn't get to it, though. That's just the 3rd single given up by Drew Hanna. And so there are base runners on now at first and second with 1 gone.
And now the game tying run is in scoring position. Go ahead run is aboard at first.
Caden Mullins, he's hitting at a 273 clip. And in today's game, he is 0 for on the day. Pitch is outside, nice stop by Naranjo, ball 1. So 3 hits given up now by Drew Hanna. Pitch is high. 2 balls and no strikes to Jake. Starting to get interesting here in the top of the 6th inning with the Maniacs up 1-0. Pitch is swung on, popped up, left field. Moving to his right is Drobish. He's got the catch. And so there are 2 away now. So that gives a little breathing room now to Drew Hanna. There's an out at any bag to keep the runner off the scoreboard.
In a game like this, every run just so crucial.
The 1-0 lead, the Maniacs picked up that 1 run in the bottom of the 3rd inning, and that's all the scoring that's been done in this game. Mills now. Mills is going to hit one high into left field, charging in on Drobish. He makes the charge. He can't come up with the play. Drops the ball. 1 run will score, and we are tied up. Nick Drobish, to his left, had to leave his feet to try and make the catch, and it just glanced off of his glove. Landon Mills stands at second base. We are knotted up at 1 run apiece on the RBI off of the bat of Landon Mills.
Wow.
On the play, Ely moves all the way to 3rd. I mean, that's, you hit them where they're not, and giving a good jaunt was Drobish. He just couldn't get there in time.
Nampa Christian, no stranger to these close ball games.
McConnell takes the first pitch low for a ball, 1-0. 1-1 our score. We're in the top of the 6th inning. Nampa Christian has just tied it up on an RBI double from the cleanup hitter Mills. 2 on board, fastball low, 2 balls and no strikes. At 3rd base, Ely. Mills out at 2nd. Or at first, rather, excuse me. Here is the 2-0. Swung on, and this one is hit foul up the first base line. So 2-1 now.
Connell just a tad late pulling the trigger there.
2-1, 2 gone here in the 6th. McConnell ready, and here's the pitch on the way to him. It's going to be swung on, popped up, could spell trouble. Second baseman Howell is there. He makes the catch to end the inning. But a run comes across to score on 2 hits, and we are knotted up at a run apiece. We go now to the bottom of the 6th, CJ.
And it'll be Howell, Drobish, and Olive due up to the plate for the Maniacs after this.
Reader's Digest recently conducted a poll of travelers who have stayed at a hotel in their state, and the Best Western Lodge at River's Edge Orofino was chosen by Idaho as the #1 lodge to rest your head. Relax and enjoy the many amenities the hotel has to offer: indoor pool and hot tub, full complimentary breakfast, and stunning views of the Clearwater River right outside your window. Plus, the lodge is within easy walking distance to downtown. Number 1 in the state as chosen by their customers, Best Western Lodge at River's Edge.
Good luck, teams, playing the 2A girls and boys softball and baseball championships from your friends at Simmons Natal Sanitation. All our area teams like Orofino and Kamei have put many hard hours into this season, and Robert Simmons and crew wish them the best of luck. All our area high schools know about teamwork and the importance of playing as a cohesive unit. That's why Simmons Natal Enterprises is proud to back all our kids while they eye a state championship. Good luck, teams, from Simmons Natal Sanitation.
Kimberling Insurance, Innovative Electric, and Olive's Auto Parts back the Maniacs all throughout the season on KLER Orofino as we head to the home half of the 6th. Nampa Christian able to pick up one and knot this one up at 1-all in their half of the inning.
Well, Mullen's very efficient out on the hill for Nampa Christian, CJ, as he climbs back up there. He has struck out 8 Maniacs. He's given up a run on 3 hits. We're all knotted up here as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Middle portion of the order for Orofino. This is Bodie Howell to lead it off, looking for his first hit on the day. Fastball is taken for strike 1. Bodie did reach in his last at-bat on a error by Schaefer over at third base. Here's the 0-1, a fastball swung on and fouled straight back into the screen. So timed up nicely, but just underneath it. And the count goes to 0-2 to Bodie.
Bodie has led the way at the plate for the Maniacs all season long.
Here's the 0-2, high.
And Orofino needs something big from him here.
A ball and 2 strikes to Bodie, looking to find something he can drive somewhere. The 1-2 swung on, popped up, foul side of first, giving chase. Ferdinand at the warning track, and this one will go out of play. So Bodie's going to have another opportunity here. No signs coming in from Scotty Tonneval up that third base line. So Bodie climbs back into the box. Just a little deep in anticipation of a fastball. Here's the 1-2 on the way to him. Changeup swung on, fly ball left field moving to his right. Hammond, he's there to make the catch, and there's one gone. Well, Orofino again, CJ, they're making good contact, but right now they're hitting the ball right at Trojans, left and right. One error in this game, that was a throwing error by Schaefer over at third base, but otherwise this has been a very cleanly played baseball game. Drobish, fastball to him, ball 1. A little high. Nick is 0 for 2 on the day. He is one of the 8 strikeouts of starting pitcher Caden Mullins for the Trojans. The 1-0 fastball swung on and fouled at home plate. 1-1. Drobish hitting cleanup today. And a .371 batting average coming into this game. Needs to connect here and start something for Orofino. There's a breaking ball, misses low. Again, we saw the Malad Dragons come in. They'll be playing the Marsing Huskies in the other semifinal game, the nightcap tonight. Next pitch, swung on and fouled back into the crowd. And the count runs 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Mullins has pitched from ahead in the count the majority of this ball game. Been aggressive, going right at these Maniac hitters.
2 balls, 2 strikes, and the next offering, swinging through a high fastball, is Nick Drobish, and he is the second out here in the 6th. 2 away, and Orofino looking to start that 2-out rally here. They'd like to get a run here and make Nampa Christian answer in the top of the 7th.
And here's the guy to do it.
Aiden Olive very good about getting things started, hitting in the 5 spot here today. First pitch to the big right-hander at home plate. Fastball. No, I'm sorry, I'll take that back. That's a changeup, ball 1. Again, you watch Caden's delivery, CJ, and most everything looks the same. Looked like a fastball, changeup. Here's the 1-0. There's a fastball taken for a strike. Aiden looking to put the ball into play. He has struck out twice. 1-1. That is just a touch low. Good eye by Aiden.
Sure, the crowd, Mike, is picking up the pop of the ball hitting the catcher's glove. He really fires it in there.
Here's the 2-1 on the way to Olive. Outside, but it catches the black for strike 2. Just a little bit of that corner in the front of the plate on the right side away from the hitter. Here's the 2-2 on the way to Olive. Swung on, it's going to be popped up for the catch. Maniacs go down in order here in the 6th. The top of the 7th is coming up. We're knotted up at 1 run apiece.
It'll be Schaefer, Ferdinand, and Wickenden for the Trojans after this.
Orofino Police Department encourages all Maniac faithful to come out to the ballpark at Orofino High for the Idaho State 2A Baseball Championships. Maniac Baseball takes on the toughest teams in hopes of hanging another championship banner at OHS. Orofino Police Department knows that raising great kids in our schools and athletic programs means great kids live and work in our community. Show your support any way you can and help them grow into super citizens. Orofino Police Department says be there for our kids and go Maniacs.
Good luck, Orofino Maniacs, during your spring sports playoffs from Fiesta and Jalisco. On Johnson Avenue, Orofino, Fiesta and Jalisco Mexican restaurant is open to celebrate victories and console heartbreak. There's something for everyone. Tacos, enchiladas, burritos, and chimichangas. Combo plates featuring beef, chicken, and seafoods too. Fiesta and Jalisco Mexican food restaurant is where you'll find all your friends tonight. So come on by, supporting the Maniacs throughout the year. It's Fiesta and Jalisco.
Bring home the hardware, Orofino. Sponsoring today's OHS broadcast are your friends at Barlow Quality Trust, Watson's Market, and Orofino Physical Therapy. Knotted up at 1-1 as we head to the 7th inning of play.
Doozy of a baseball game here. You couldn't ask for anything more in this semifinal matchup. And again, CJ, we've talked about this forever. Every time you get Nampa Christian and Orofino together in a state playoff scenario, it's going to be a fantastic game.
Yeah, always a great game. This one going all the way down to the wire. A pitching battle between Hanna and Mullins. Both have been excellent.
Well, Drew Hanna back out on the hill, and Braden Schaefer will step in to start things off for Nampa Christian here in the top of the 7th. Pitch is going to be swung on and hit out to center field. Braden Schaefer picks on the very first pitch a bit of a curveball from Drew Hanna, and Braden times it up nicely to put himself aboard here in the top of the 7th. He represents the go-ahead run for Nampa Christian, who has not had the lead in this baseball game. That's going to bring up first baseman Colby Ferdinand. He made the last out to end the Maniac 6th on a little pop-up in foul ground. There's a bunt laid down nicely up the third baseline. Here's the throw from Quentin over to first. It's in time, but it sacrifices Schaefer over to second base. So Trojans elect to go with small ball to bring up Cole Wickenden, who is 0 for 2, and then Pete Dice after him in that 9 spot. He is 1 for 1. Did reach on a walk and scored. He is the one and only run for Nampa Christian on the scoreboard. One away. First offering to Wickenden is high, ball 1. Nice textbook bunt from Ferdinand, CJ. He gets that first pitch, so the defense has a tough time getting there. Pitch is swung on and fouled back.
This would be a big out for Drew if he could pick it up.
One gone here in the top of the 7th inning. Drew checks the runner at second. Going, here's the throw down to third, and it's up the line. Up on his feet is Schaefer. Now he's going to retrace his steps back to third. That ball got away from third baseman Ronho. Foul ground up the left field line, but there backing him up was Drobish, and so not allowing the base runner Schaefer to score.
Yeah, that was a dangerous play.
Our home plate umpire is showing 1 ball and 2 strikes. Schaefer is over at third. From the stretch, Hanna has the sign, and he'll come set chest high. There is a good-looking pitch just missing for ball 2. I think Silas thought that might be a strike on the outside black. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch is swung on and fouled back. Pretty good at-bat here by the number 8 hitter, Wickenden.
Getting his cuts in.
Getting his cuts in, getting a piece of it every time. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nampa Christian with the base runner at third. There is a pitch right down the heart of the plate for a called third strike. Got him looking. Silas thought the pitch previous to that, 2 pitches previous, was also a strikeout, which I agree with. I think it hit that outside black perfect, but our home plate umpire let Silas have this one. 2 gone now.
Definitely on the same page there.
Here is Dice now, hitting in the 9 spot. He's the designated hitter, hitting for the left fielder, Hammond. Low, ball 1. At third base, once again, is Schaefer, singled. It's now over at third. Pitcher swung on, fly ball, left field. Moving hard is Drobish. He's there on the run, and he makes the catch. Wow. Give it up for Nick Drobish in left field, charging hard to his left, stucks that glove up, and makes the catch, and keeps this a tie ball game through 6.5 innings. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Orofino's going to try and win it here, CJ.
It'll be 6, 7, and 8. They'll have to get it going. Narano, Schneider, and Cochran for the Maniacs after this.
If you were to look up Finke logging in the dictionary, you'd find a definition of hard-working men and women dedicated to making our forests multi-use, healthy, and sustainable. Finke logging, proud backers of everything Orofino, including the baseball and softball teams participating in postseason play. Finke logging is proud of all of our kids and their tremendous efforts they put forward in the classroom and on the ball field. Good luck, Maniacs. Bring home the hardware. We're all rooting for you from Finke Logging Orofino.
The weather is great for planting. Hi, this is Ian of your Best Built Builder Supply. In the parking lot of our Highway 12 store, you'll find our greenhouses up and open for you to put that green thumb to work. Bedding plants, bushes, fruit, and vegetable plants. Looking for something deer resistant? Come on by and take a look. Plant medium, fertilizers, and so much more when you shop Best Built Builder Supply and the Parking Lot Nursery. Open 7 days a week. Best Built Builder Supply.
Happy to sponsor in part today's Maniac broadcast for Best Built Builder Supply and Clearwater Valley Health on AM 13 KLER. Orofino knotted up at 1-all as we head to the bottom of the 7th. Doesn't get much better than this, Jeff.
Quentin Naranjo getting his 3rd look now at Caden Mullins, back out on the hill. And he's going to offer the first pitch, 2 hops out to the shortstop Mills. The toss is in time, and there's 1 away. I'll tell you what, he hit it sharply, but again, just like all day long, the Maniacs have been hitting it where Nampa Christian is at. 2 hops, Sunday hop right into the glove of Mills, and all kinds of time. A lot of speed in Quentin Naranjo, but he couldn't beat this one out.
Yeah, great hustle up the line.
Schneider now. Nobody out on the sacks, 1 gone in the bottom of the 7th. He's going to foul the first pitch back as he chases after something that's above the letters and just gets a piece of it. He hops back into the box. From the stretch, Mullins deals the 0-1. Oh, a curveball swung through strike 2. That's had some nasty movement on it, the pitch from Mullins. Mullins, again from the stretch, chin high, the waist pitch. There's a breaking ball missing just inside. That did not miss by much, however.
It didn't.
1-2 to Easton. On deck, Loudon Cochran in the hole, Jagger Tunneveld. And here's the 1-2 on the way to the Maniacs second baseman. He's going to hit it out into right field. And it's booted out there because I think McConnell was going to try and make a play at first base. Took his eyes off the ball, got behind him, but the Maniacs have the winning run out at first base right now. That's a single for Easton Schneider. And Loudon Cochran will now come to the plate. Orofino just looking to play a little bingo here and score the winning run here in the bottom of the 7th. Curveball in there for a called strike to Loudon, 0-1. Loudon, very businesslike, steps up, measures the plate. The 0-1 on the way. Fastball low, skips into the glove of Ely. 1-1.
Be a great time for his first hit so far. He struck out a couple of times.
Loudon has the sign. Steps back in, and I'm sure it's just basically kind of get something out of the infield. Oh, waving through a high changeup for strike 2. Loudon would like to have that swing back, CJ. That pitch was out of the zone. Thought it was going to drop down. He swings underneath it.
Now he's got to protect.
A ball and 2 strikes to Cochran. Here's the next pitch. Fastball outside, ball 2. You know, and Caden Mullins, he's trying to get something done here as well, and so he might be in a position where he's overthinking it, oversteering the ball. Here's the 2-2 from Mullins on the way. Swung on, fouled out of play to the right. We are in the bottom of the 7th inning. Orofino Nampa Christian tied up in the semifinal here, 1-1. Orofino with a winning run over at first base. That's Schneider. 1 gone. Here's the 2-2 on the way to Cochran. Fastball swung on and over the glove of the second baseman. Out into right field. Here's the throw to second, and safe at second base is Schneider. Woo.
Yeah, it was dangerous there. Easton didn't know whether that ball was going to get gloved, so he had to stay close enough to first. That was bang play there at second. Good hustle.
So Loudon keeps it close here as he singles to right field over the outstretched glove of Wickenden. And now the winning run in scoring position for Jagger Tonnevold. Jagger today reached when he was hit by a pitch and scored back in the 3rd inning. Pitch on the way to the lefty. It's taken as a strike right down the pipe for strike 1. On deck, Silas Naranjo. Big game for this young 14-year-old standing at the plate in the state tournament. Pitch is going to be swung on, and it's a ground ball to the shortstop. Throw to second for 1. Here's the relay to first. It's not in time. On the play, Schneider now just 90 feet away from winning this game over at third base. Loudon Cochran is thrown out 6-4 on the fielder's choice from Tonnevold. That's going to bring up Silas Naranjo, CJ.
Great job getting up the line by Jagger, running that out.
Just got there in time. 2 gone, and Silas knows he can put the Maniacs in the state title game with a single here.
Big time moment for a big time player.
A curveball drops in there for a called strike. 0-1 to Silas. He wants to find his pitch. Doesn't want to offer anything high or low. Wants to drive something. Here's the 0-1 to Naranjo. Swung on, a ground ball towards the second baseman. Boots it. Here's the throw to first, and it's in time. And we are going to extra innings as Silas grounds out 4-3 for the 3rd out. Maniacs with a golden opportunity to win it, and they can't score. Easton from third base. CJ, who does it look like in the 8th?
When we come back, it'll be the top of the order due up at Durazio, Ely, and Mullins after this.
Reader's Digest recently conducted a poll of travelers who have stayed at a hotel in their state, and the Best Western Lodge at River's Edge Orofino was chosen by Idaho as the #1 lodge to rest your head. Relax and enjoy the many amenities the hotel has to offer: indoor pool and hot tub, full complimentary breakfast, and stunning views of the Clearwater River right outside your window. Plus, the lodge is within easy walking distance to downtown. #1 in the state is chosen by their customers, Best Western Lodge at River's Edge.
The weather is great for planting. Hi, this is Ian of Your Best Built Builder Supply. In the parking lot of our Highway 12 store, you'll find our greenhouses up and open for you to put that green thumb to work. Bedding plants, bushes, fruit, and vegetable plants. Looking for something deer resistant? Come on by and take a look. Plant medium, fertilizers, and so much more when you shop Best Built Builder Supply and the Parking Lot Nursery. Open 7 days a week, Best Built Builder Supply.
Fiesta and Jalisco, Rick Lundgren of Family Eye Care and Best Western Lodge at River's Edge all say go Maniacs and win, and we are headed to extra innings here in the semifinal round.
Well, I tell you what, a pretty good pitching performance by Drew Hanna, CJ, but he has been given the hook, and we've got a new pitcher. Quentin Naranjo is going to come in from third base. He'll be taking his warm-up tosses right now. Gavin has come off of the bench, and he is now anchoring the sack at third. Good combination. Gavin, of course, very good third baseman. Pitched a win yesterday for the Maniacs. He's got the taste in his mouth. He wants a win here. And so right now it's going to be Naranjo to Naranjo. Quentin pitching to his brother Silas. And so he wants to get into that groove. You know, these guys have been playing with each other their entire lives. They have been playing catch with baseballs, footballs, frisbees, you name it. The little folded up paper footballs. They compete forever and forever. And so this is going to be good, pitcher to catcher, brother to brother.
Most definitely a special moment for these two, I'm sure.
Well, they dust off home plate, and we're ready to go. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in the 8th inning of play. D'Orazio will start things off here for Nampa Christian in their half of the 8th. Both teams have had opportunities. Maniacs could have won it here in regulation, but left the winning run at third base. First pitch, high and away for a ball, 1-0. Quentin, a fresh arm. He deals the pitch. It's going to be swung on. Popped up, off with the mask. Naranjo, and it'll run into the screen. And so it just made contact with the screen, so it's just a quick strike. 1 ball and 1 strike now. I tell you, Quentin Naranjo, you look at that young man and he wants to compete. And so he's loving the opportunity. He is on the hill here in the 8th inning now, pitching for his Maniacs. The 1-1 on the way. There's a bender. It's got a lot of down, but it dropped into the plate for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike now.
D'Orazio today 0 for 3. Bounce out, fly out, and strikeout.
Here's the 2-1. There's a strike delivered on the outside black. 2-2.
Good pace coming from Quentin.
Another one of those youngsters on the Maniac squad out on the hill. A curveball, and it just misses inside for ball 3. 3-2. Quentin working from the windup. He'll kick that left leg, and here's the 3-2. It's a curveball up high, and Dante will reach for the first time in today's baseball game as he draws a base on balls. Only 4 walks given up by Maniac pitching staff here in this baseball game. You want to keep them off, however, as we are in extra frames now. Here is today's starting catcher, Jake Ely.
Couple of singles from Ely already and a walk. Would be surprised if he didn't bunt him over, though.
He shows bunt, pitches high. Here's the throw down to first, and the tag is applied, but safe back at first. Unfortunately for Silas, when he delivers that throw down to Dash Barlow, he throws it to the foul side of first. He needs to get that down to the fair side, and there's a tag there, and that's an out at first. 1 ball and no strikes to Jake. Short lead over at first by D'Orazio. Again, bunt is shown. Ball 2. So Ely climbs back into the hitter's box, shows bunt. There it is. It's laid down in front of home plate. Up on it is Quentin. The toss to first is good. The throw down to second, but back easily is D'Orazio. And so D'Orazio in scoring position with 1 gone here on the sacrifice bunt off of Jake Ely's bat as he is thrown out 1-3, and that's going to bring up Caden Mullins. Caden today, he is reached on a fielder's choice, but otherwise he has been kept off the bags in 2 of his 3 at-bats. A lead away from second by D'Orazio. Pitch misses away for a ball, 1-0.
You mentioned that he reached on that fielder's choice, and on that occasion he got gunned down trying to steal second by Silas.
Working from the stretch now, Naranjo deals the pitch to the plate, swung through for a strike, 1-1. Pinwheeling that bat around. Mullins steps in, now steps out. Steps back in, taps the plate. Shortens the bat just a little. Fastball missing just a little high for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. As we have seen so many times before, Quentin Naranjo, like many of the pitching staff, losing their hats, got to pick it up. He's ready to go. Now steps off the back of the rubber. Quentin knows he's got a job to do. I mean, this is a tough position for a young freshman to be in this state semifinal game. High out the fastball, ball 3. Quentin wants to keep this guy off the bag and at the same time keep D'Orazio pinned over at second base. 3 balls and a strike to Caden at the plate. Here's the next pitch to him. Swung on and fouled back. Full count now to Caden Mullins. Ready at the plate one more time as Mullins, today's starting pitcher for Nampa Christian. Pitcher's going to be swung on. It's going to be popped up, and it'll be the center fielder, Cochran, who comes in to make the catch in shallow center field, and there are 2 away now. So CJ just another 3 strikes away from getting the Maniacs back into the bottom of the frame.
Yeah, big out there for Quentin. Quentin will be facing Landon Mills, a .362 hitter.
So with 2 away, here's the first pitch. It's taken for a strike to Landon Mills, 0-1. Working quickly is Quentin Naranjo. Here's the 0-1, swung on, and a ground ball out into center field. Rounding third, coming home is D'Orazio. The play at the plate, it's up the line, and Nampa Christian has just taken a 2-1 lead over the Orofino Maniacs here in this semifinal game in the top of the 8th inning on a screaming single off the bat of Mills out into center field. Wow, CJ, I'll tell you what, that ball was hit absolutely on a line, scoring D'Orazio from second base. It's 2-1, Nampa Christian.
Yeah, Mills able to square that one up, extend it to straightaway center.
So, with Mills on at first and 2 gone, that's going to bring up the right fielder McConnell. First pitch is low, it skips into the glove of Naranjo, ball 1. From the stretch one more time, Quentin deals the 1-0. It's high. Here's the throw down to first. Back standing up easily, however, is Mills. Ball 2. McConnell, CJ, is 1 for 3 on the day. Had an RBI single back in the 6th. Pitcher's going to be swung on, a ground ball to the third baseman. Here's the throw by Christopherson. It's good, and that'll do it. But Nampa Christian does its damage. They score a run here in the top of the 8th to take a 2-1 lead. The Maniacs need to answer here in the bottom of the frame. CJ, who's it's up?
It'll have to be Barlow, Howell, and Drobish. That'll do it for the Maniacs after this.
Today, your dollar needs to stretch a little further than previous. At Watson's Market Orofino, we invite our senior citizens to shop Thursdays. Every Thursday, receive a 10% discount on all your shopping. Senior Discount Days is Watson's Market Orofino's way of helping our community in times of flush or thin. For savings up and down every aisle, thank you for choosing Watson's Market Orofino.
Open 7 days a week and a 10% discount on Thursdays for seniors. Watson's Market Orofino.
There are some pizza factory.
Deciding what's for lunch or dinner today is as easy as picking up your phone and calling Orofino's top pizza house, the Pizza Factory. Get that delicious pizza pie delivered to your home or work address. Every day of the week, there's great pizza, breadsticks, and sub sandwiches just a call away. 476-5519. Takeout available too.
We toss them. There are some pizza factory.
Simmons Natal Enterprises, Finke Logging, and P1SCU are proud Maniac backers all through the year here on KLER Orofino as we head to the bottom of the 8th.
Dashel Barlow to start things off for Orofino. Takes a fastball right down the heart of the plate for a called strike.
Orofino needs to pick up a run to extend this ball game.
2 to win it. Here's the 0-1. There's a pitch that catches the outside black, 0-2. Caden Mullins back out on the hill. He has had excellent control of this game. Here's the waste pitch on the way, swung on and fouled back. That pitch was out of the zone. Dash gets a piece of it, drives it back into the screen.
Yeah, in fact, the catcher wasn't even down on his knees. He was more in a crouch.
0-2 from the stretch. Mullins has the sign. Now he's going to step off. He's going to put a rub into that baseball, see if he can rub a wrinkle into it or something, get a little bit more bite. Might see a curveball here. Here's the 0-2. High for ball 1. Dash, Bodie Howell, Nick Drobish, hitters 2, 3, and 4 here in the bottom of the 8th. Orofino down by a run. They need to score here. Here's the pitch that's going to be swung on. Way ahead of that is Dashel as he fouls it way up that right field line. Getting a good at-bat here is Dash Barlow. 1-2.
Dash with a single all the way back in the first.
Here's the next offering to him. Swung on, and this one is hit right to the glove of second baseman Wickenden. And there is one gone here in Orofino's half of the 8th inning. Again, CJ, Orofino has been hitting them right at Nampa Christian defensive players.
And the Nampa Christian defense, so good, so fundamental.
Bodie Howell now. First offering to Bodie, high for a ball. Nick Drobish, Aiden Olive. Here's the 1-0 now on the way. Ball 2. Another fastball that comes in high to Bodie. So Bodie ahead of the count. He can be selective at what he swings at here. Mullins 2-0 pitches a fastball, catches the outside black for called strike 1. Bodie is ready, and from the stretch, Mullins deals the 2-1. Fastball swung on, fouled back out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bodie with a big gulp of oxygen outside the box. He's ready at the plate now. Here's the 2-2. High, and he swings through it. And Bodie Howell is down on strikes. And the Maniacs are down to their last 3 strikes. And it is Nick Drobish who will come to the plate. Wow. Bodie chased after a high fastball, CJ. Thought he was going to be able to get a piece of it and drive it. But again, that Mullins fastball's got a lot of pace to it. First offering up there is taken inside for a ball to Nick Drobish. That is the 9th strikeout now for starting pitcher Caden Mullins. The 1-0, that's taken for a called strike, 1-1. Drobish opens his stand, angles down that third baseline. Swings through a changeup, and it's game time for the Maniacs as they are down to their last strike. Nick just trying to make contact and put the ball in play. Here's the pitch. He's going to hit it hard out into right field, and a sliding grab and then dropped out there by McConnell. McConnell slid to his right. He had to stick that left glove out, CJ. It may have made contact or he just knocked it down. Either way, the Maniacs have the tying run aboard at first base. A single to Nick Drobish that will bring Aiden Olive up to the plate. And now time has been called as coming out to visit with the starting pitcher is Jake Allen, and they are going to pull Caden Mullins. So a pitching change for you folks at home listening. Don't go away. CJ and I will come back. We're in the bottom of the 8th right after this.
The morning paper arrives and you just can't extend your arms far enough to focus on the print. Does this seem like a typical day for you? Help is just an appointment away with Family Eye Care in Orofino and Kamei. Dr. Rick Lundgren is the Valley's trusted optometrist when it comes to your eyesight. Family Eye Care's highly trained staff will make sure your family has the finest in air care and eyewear. Call for an appointment and let Dr. Rick Lundgren perform a complete eye examination with the latest technology available. Single lens, bifocal, or progressive eyeglasses. Accentuate your personal style with statement-making glasses, contact lenses, sunglasses, and designer frames. Family Eye Care on Michigan Avenue, Orofino, and on Highway 12 West in Kamei is your stop for name-brand frames, optics, and people who really care about your eyesight. Family Eye Care, where most insurance coverage is accepted along with major credit cards. We put your family first at Family Eye Care.
Well, a pitching change for Nampa Christian as Caden Mullins has been pulled. He'll go to the bench. And coming off of the bench, CJ
Durazio.
is... Where are you at?
Durazio.
Durazio. So Durazio coming in from center field, and he will see if he can stop Orofino's threat here. The Maniacs have the tying run over at first, but you've got a big ticket coming to the plate, Aiden Olive. And Aiden is one of those guys, he will match pitching speed with strength. If he can get one timed up, he'll send it a long way and hopefully give the Maniacs the victory here in the bottom of the 8th inning. They are down to their last out and down a run to Nampa Christian.
Big moment for Aiden Olive.
And so it does look like Mullins has gone out to center field, so a straight switch between the two. Aiden Olive comes to the plate. Drobish over at first. He'll take a short lead. He's held on there by Ferdinand. From the stretch, Durazio, first pitch, taken for a called strike. 0-1. Illy checks in with the first base dugout, has a sign, sends it out to Durazio, who works again from the stretch, letter high, and a move over to first base. The tag is applied. Drobish back with his hands on the bag.
What do you think, Jeff? Do they test the arm of Ely here?
We'll find out here on this next pitch. The 0-1 is low to even up the count at a ball and a strike.
Drobish does have good wheels over at first.
Looking, Durazio has the sign. He'll come set once again, deals the 1-1. It's fouled out of play to the right, 1-2. And again, for the second straight batter, it is game time as the Maniacs are down to their last strike. Aiden Olive, the designated hitter, hitting for Hannah today. Wants to square something up and put it into the outfield. Durazio, another move over to first base. And again, Drobish is back. Durazio, it looks when he first climbs up on the hill like he's going to work from the windup and then switches to the stretch. Here is the next pitch, swung on and fouled back into the screen. Getting a good cut in is Aiden Olive.
Of course, he's fighting off anything close with the 2 strikes.
Aiden taps the inside of the plate. Wants something to drive out into left field. Pitches high for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Good eye by Aiden Olive, CJ. You take a look at Ely's glove, and it's up here. You know that's outside the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the next offering to Aiden. Big curve ball, won't come down into the zone for ball 3. If Aiden can get on, he represents the winning run. Again, 2 gone here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Over at first, taking his lead is Drobish. And the 3-2. Swung on, and this one is hit right over the top of second base. It skips away from everybody, and everyone is safe. The winning run is now at first base for Orofino, and that's going to bring up Quentin Naranjo. Wow, he hit it right on the line, CJ. It hit right at the base of second base and popped to the left of shortstop Mills. He had to run it down. Everyone is safe.
What a great at-bat for Aiden Olive. And there, Drobish and Olive going back-to-back here in extra innings.
Quentin had an excellent day yesterday. Let's see what he can do here with this Pitch, it's on the way. Outside, oh, it's a called strike from our home plate umpire. Oh my gosh, 0-1 to Quentin. He rocks back and forth at home plate, does Naranjo, and here's the 0-1 on the way to him. Curveball, that is taken for a strike. Here's the throw down to third, it's not in time. So the tying run in Drobish is now 90 feet away, and the Maniacs are down to their last strike. Quentin took a curveball that was a called strike on the outside. Quentin looked to get his hacks in here. Here's the 0-2 on the way. High, 1-2. Nerve-wracking for Quentin Naranjo standing down at home plate.
That'll get the blood pumping.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. He lays off a high fastball, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Good eye for Quentin Naranjo. He wanted to pull the trigger badly, CJ, but that pitch was outside the zone. From the stretch, Durazo's 2-2. Swung on, fly ball. It's going to go deep left field, moving to his right, and making the catch is Hammond, and that'll do it as Nampa Christian fights off the Maniacs here in the bottom of the 8th inning, and they win it 2-1. Holy smokes, CJ. What a baseball game we have seen here today. And of course, for our hometown Maniac fans, it did not go the way that they were hoping for. But what a doozy of this one here. Timely hits, but just didn't have the last hit that you needed in order to tie it up or even take the win in the bottom of the 8th.
Yeah, unfortunately, sometimes things just don't go your way, and that's the story today for the Maniacs. They had things set up well there in the first inning with a couple of runners aboard and no outs, and couldn't take advantage of it. Ended up the frame ended up inning with that double play. That one really hurts early on in the ball game. Couple other missed opportunities, but they gave it a shot there at the end.
Orofino left 8 out on the sacks, and that's just heartbreaking when you know that this game was so close. You get 1 or even 2 of those, 20% of those kids left out on the sacks, you win this game.
Yeah, just a couple of bounces.
2-1, the final score. Nampa Christian will play for the title tomorrow. Orofino will play for 3rd place. Don't go away. CJ and I will come back for our post-game interview with Scotty Tonnevold and more after this.
Clearwater Valley Hospital and Orofino Health Center, along with St. Mary's Hospital and Clinics, Cottonwood, are proud to help support the mission of our local high schools and all their student athletes. And that's to not only be tops on the field of play, but to be academically sound in the classroom as well, taking care of the needs of our athletes and their families. Clearwater Valley Hospital and Orofino Health Center, along with St. Mary's Hospital and Clinics, staffed by only the best family practice physicians and physician assistants.
His wife's words echoed in his mind.
You never fix anything around here.
Well, today that would change. He would fix the water heater. He'd show her that he wasn't just the man of the house, he was the handyman of this house. He was more than capable. Oh, no. And we covered it. UFH2O. Talk to farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Hi, this is Greg Kimberling. We invite you to see us at our new location at 622 Bryden Avenue in Lewiston.
We welcome you back once again. Our post-game show in this, the first semifinal game of the 2A Idaho State Baseball Championships. And in extra innings, the defending 2A Idaho State Baseball champions, Nampa Christian, defeat Orofino by the final of 2-1. We are hopefully going to get a chance to visit with head coach Scotty Tonnevold as he has rallied his club behind the 3rd base dugout. He's visiting with them. We can see him, and so I'm sure that he'll be trying to make his way over here shortly. Here's the line score. The Maniacs scored their 1 run on 7 hits and error. They left 8 out on the sacks. Nampa Christian got timely hitting, 2 runs on 6 hits. So the Maniacs out-hit Nampa Christian in this one. No errors. And Nampa Christian left 6 out on the sacks. CJ, Orofino did everything right that you can think of. Again, you made mention of that double play back in the first inning, or Yeah, back in the first inning. Orofino could have done some real damage there, but a nice bounce went Nampa Christian's way, and Orofino was kept off the scoreboard in that first. They don't score till the third inning. Nampa Christian doesn't score until the sixth inning, but then they scored when they needed to, coming away with this 2-1 victory.
Yeah, most definitely. When you have to bite, scratch, and claw for every single base runner in a game like this, every single bounce is just so crucial, and a couple didn't go the Maniacs' way.
Yeah. You know, Orofino had things going their way in the bottom of the 8th inning. Actually, you go back to the bottom of the 7th inning, CJ. Orofino could have won this game, again, as they had the winning run in Easton Schneider out at third base, but unfortunately it wasn't to be. And Scotty Tonavold is going to join us now. Coach, thank you for coming over and visiting with us. Boy, what a hard-fought game. And unfortunately, you come up on the losing end of a 2-1 score.
Yeah, no, it's just the way the game goes sometimes. It was a hard-fought game on both ends, and at the end of the day, it just didn't go in our favor when the last out was made.
You know, you play error-free baseball. You give up, unfortunately, Nampa Christian got a lucky double play back in the first. That keeps you off the scoreboard. You look back at that. If you're able to score that one run, I mean, you've got a victory here after 6.5 innings of play, but it just wasn't to be.
Yeah, it just didn't happen. I mean, you could always look at things and point to them and say shoulda, coulda, woulda, but at the end of the day, it just didn't bounce our way today at the end.
8 base runners left out on the sacks. That's kind of hard, isn't it, in this 2-1 loss?
Yeah, you got to tip your hat to their pitcher, Mullins. He did pretty darn good, and at the end of the day, I mean, he stayed in the zone. He kept his pitch count down. He challenged us, and we didn't capitalize on a couple situations.
And, of course, you out-hit Nampa Christian by 1, but that's, of course, only a stat. It's not the final that you need, that winning score.
Yeah, the run we were looking for, though.
Yeah. CJ?
Yeah, and you talked about Mullins' good performance on the mound, but a guy in a blue jersey had a pretty darn good performance as well. Your thoughts on Drew Hannes?
Oh, it was spectacular. I mean, Drew's a guy that's come out and battled for us all year, and he deserves credit for keeping us in this the whole way. There was nothing he could have done different. He did everything he could. He put the ball in the zone, and I think the zone was a little tighter than it should have been. I didn't think it was very balanced out sometimes, and so that's baseball. We're not going to argue balls and strikes, but at the end of the day, Drew absolutely did his job, and we're very proud of him.
And you go with Quentin Naranjo there in the 8th. I assume that Drew had to be up near the top of his pitch count or something like that. You had a couple of guys to choose from. What made you land on Quentin?
That's what our plan was all along. We just stuck with it. I mean, we've had that plan for over a week, and that was the matchup we were expecting right there. And when the opportunity struck, we said, Q, you already know. You're the guy. Get in there and see what we can do.
Well, he had a couple of pitches that could have definitely gone the other way.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, it's difficult to lose this game here and not to be in that championship game, which, you know, everybody was counting on. Everybody felt a very good position. So you still got to feel very good about tomorrow's game against either Malad or Marsing, yeah.
Yeah, no, we have nothing to hang our heads about. These guys have battled hard, and like I tell them, at the end of the day, it's baseball, and you just don't know how it's going to shake out. Just go out there and compete and leave everything on the field, and they did. They did. And so we're blessed to be where we are. We're grateful, and I think it's just been a spectacular season, and we'll go out, get one more game in, and we'll capitalize on it.
You got a lot of arms. Have you decided yet on who you think you might throw tomorrow, or is that a secret?
No, I haven't thought that far ahead yet. We were trying to get past this one, and then we'll kind of, once this dust settles here, we'll figure that out for tomorrow.
All right. Well, Coach, thank you for the time, and best of luck tomorrow as you get ready to take on one more opponent to wrap up the 2023 baseball season.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, guys.
That's Scotty Tonavold as we wrap up our post-game interview with Coach. Don't go away. We'll come back. We've got more to bring to you right after this.
Yard cleanup for that big event is made easy when you pick up the power of a steel gas or battery-powered blower from Olive's Auto Parts. Take a look today at the full line of steel handheld blowers proven to get the job done with cruise control throttle for constant airflow. The BG50 gas blower is now just $139.95. No need to pull on a rope with the Steel BGA57 battery-powered blower. Comes complete with battery and charger, $179.95. Find the full line of steel products at Olive's Auto Parts, Michigan Avenue, Orofino.
When it comes to your health care, getting placed on a long waiting list to see a provider can be frustrating. That's why at Orofino Physical Therapy, we recognize that when you're in pain, you want help now. At Orofino Physical Therapy, there is no waiting. Priding ourselves on offering same-day, next-day appointments, you can rest assured you'll be seen within 24 hours. If you're in pain and need help, don't wait. Call Orofino Physical Therapy. Call today, 476-9365.
I call myself a confident backseat driver. Mom, brakes please.
Gotcha.
But I'm less confident in the economy.
Same here, buddy.
Thankfully, Les Schwab Tires helps make sure that our safety never takes a backseat, even when we're watching our wallets.
Hurry in and save up to $200 on a set of 4 tires, plus get an extra $50 off with financing. Limited time offer while supplies last. Terms and conditions apply. Details at leschwab.com/sale.
It happens every May, postseason high school baseball and softball, and every year the Orofino Maniacs are always in the thick of it. Atkinson Distributing is proud to support the rich tradition of Orofino High School athletics and hopes you'll get out and watch the next game. Orofino will be fighting for the Idaho Class 2A state title, and with you cheering in the stands, the Maniacs will be winners. Don't miss one game. Atkinson Distributing, where you'll find quality Chevron fuels with Techron, diesel, and home heating oils, backing OHS athletics.
When electrical problems occur at your home or business, it's best left to a professional to assure your safety. Call on the knowledgeable and experienced team of Innovative Electric Services. In Orofino, Innovative Electric can give you a free estimate with competitive pricing to do everything from new builds to remodels. Serving Orofino and all the surrounding area with honest and timely work, call Innovative Electric at 476-3321. No job too big or small. Call Innovative Electric Services, Orofino.
Yard cleanup for that big event is made easy when you pick up the power of a steel gas or battery-powered blower from Olive's Auto Parts. Take a look today at the full line of steel handheld blowers proven to get the job done with cruise control throttle for constant airflow. The BG50 gas blower is now just $139.95. No need to pull on a rope with the Steel BGA57 battery-powered blower. Comes complete with battery and charger, $179.95. Find the full line of steel products at Olive's Auto Parts, Michigan Avenue, Orofino.
Clearwater Valley Hospital and Orofino Health Center, along with St. Mary's Hospital and Clinics, Cottonwood, are proud to help support the mission of our local high schools and all their student athletes. And that's to not only be tops on the field of play, but to be academically sound in the classroom as well, taking care of the needs of our athletes and their families. Clearwater Valley Hospital and Orofino Health Center, along with St. Mary's Hospital and Clinics, staffed by only the best family practice physicians and physician assistants.
At Watson's Market Orofino, we wish to thank the community for trusting us for your family's grocery shopping needs. We do everything possible to bring you the lowest prices, highest quality foods, and the smiles you see on our employees every day. We believe in community and donate to area food banks, Little League sports, and community-wide events. Hometown values, our commitment to you from Watson's Market Orofino.
Open daily when you need us the most. Watson's Market Orofino.
I've seen this movie before.
You have?
This is the part where all is lost and the hero searches for hope. Then a mysterious figure reminds her that she has the Farmer's Home Policy Perk guaranteed replacement cost, and that her home will be rebuilt regardless of her limits or if the cost of materials has gone up.
That's really something.
Get a whole lot of something with Farmer's Policy Perks. Wait, I didn't ruin the ending, did I?
Yeah, you did.
We are farmers. Bum, bum, bum.
At 622 Bryden Avenue in Lewiston, see me, Greg Kimberlink, your local farmer's insurance agent.
We're back here at the ballpark at Orofino High School. It's the 2A Idaho State Baseball Championships, and the Maniacs fall to Nampa Christian in extra innings by the final of 2-1. With the loss, Orofino will play for the third place trophy tomorrow against the loser of this next game, the Marsing Huskies and the Malad Dragons. CJ, you've had an opportunity to go through our line score here for Orofino. What does it look like?
Well, Silas Narano in that leadoff spot, he went 1 for 3 with a walk. Dash Barlow in the 2 spots, 1 for 4. Bodie Howell hitting third, he goes 0 for 4 cleanup. Hitter Nick Drobish was 1 for 4, that big hit there in the bottom of the 8th, followed by Aiden Olive at 1 for 4. He also had a single there in the 8th. Quentin Narano 1 for 4. Easton Schneider 1 for 3 in the 8th spot. Loudon Cochran 1 for 3. He had that big hit there in the 7th. And then Jake Tonnebold 0 for 2, though he did reach and score that lone run when he was hit by pitch.
And so, again, Orofino struggled against very talented Caden Mullins. Caden with 9 strikeouts here today, CJ. He gave up a lot of singles, and Orofino got base runners on, but as we said, we just couldn't score them at key times. And like Coach Tonnebold just said, that's baseball. You know, sometimes you get the guys on there and you're in an excellent position. And, I mean, how many times did Orofino hit the ball right at somebody? Made great contact, but Nampa Christian, a lot of great athletes, they moved to the left or to the right, in or out or whatever it was. They were right there in position to make a fly ball catch or line drive catch, as we saw so many times in this baseball game. And so, again, that's just the way it is. 7 hits equates to 1 run. You would think, my gosh, you would definitely have more than that, but it just wasn't to be today.
Yeah, most definitely ended in a pretty big spot. Easton Schneider got robbed of a hit by a great flash of the leather by the second baseman, Wickenden. And, you know, it just didn't go the Maniacs' way.
Yeah. You know, you go back to that first inning when Nick Drobish hit a line drive to the first baseman. The first baseman was able to double up Dash Barlow over at second base, and so over at first. Just heartbreaking because things look to be rolling. 2 consecutive singles right off the bat. You're thinking, this is great, they're going to get to this kid right away. And again, it's the game of baseball. Sometimes it works in your favor, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, then you look down at his ERA and see it's .51, and you're like, oh, okay, maybe this is going to be a little tougher than I thought.
Mullins, I mean, you got to tip your cap to the guy. I mean, he threw a lot of heat today, kept Orofino on their heels, and so he did a fantastic job. However, our Pizza Factory player of the game is always given to a Maniac, and that's what we have next for you. Don't go away. Our player of the game from our good friends at the Pizza Factory comes up right after this.
Plans on building a new home, garage, or adding to your current business? Call Barlow Quality Trust, a name you've come to trust. Pick up the phone now. Call Barlow Quality Trust for a free estimate. 435-4348. For commercial, residential, farm buildings, build them to last with the help of Barlow Quality Trust. Engineered and TPI inspected. Free delivery within a 100-mile radius of Orofino, as well as competitive rates on our boom service. Barlow Quality Trust, backing high school athletics.
The weather is great for planting. Hi, this is Ian of Your Best Built Builder Supply. In the parking lot of our Highway 12 store, you'll find our greenhouses up and open for you to put that green thumb to work. Bedding plants, bushes, fruit, and vegetable plants. Looking for something deer resistant? Come on by and take a look. Plant medium, fertilizers, and so much more when you shop Best Built Builder Supply and the Parking Lot Nursery. Open 7 days a week. Best Built Builder Supply.
Proud to support Orofino High Athletics are your friends at Sunset Mart. On Michigan Avenue, Orofino, while listening to the Maniacs, enjoy a delicious sandwich from our cold case and an ice-cold soft drink. A juicy hamburger is easily available from the hot deli case and always satisfying. And now mornings till 11, Sunset Mart serves up biscuits and gravy. We're on the go or are settling in to listen to a game. Stop by Sunset Mart, your Maniac backer on Michigan Avenue.
We toss them, they're awesome. Pizza Factory.
While we may choose to dine in a little more than in the past, it's nice to know when you just gotta have pizza, it's available from Orofino's Pizza Factory. Delicious pizza, baked spaghetti, and the best breadsticks. Order contact-free and we'll deliver to your door. Or when you drive up to ours, 307 Michigan Avenue in Orofino, it's the Pizza Factory.
We toss them, they're awesome. Pizza Factory.
We're back here to deliver that Pizza Factory player of the game, and the recipient today will receive a personal pizza and a medium soft drink of his choice from our very good friends at the Pizza Factory. And here I turn it over to CJ Thompson.
Well, I think you got to give it to the guy that got in one of the best pitching battles we've seen all year long. He had a tough task ahead of him, and he pitched excellent. He pitched 7 innings, giving up just the 1 run on 5 hits, striking out 7 while walking 3, and that's Drew Hanna. I think you got to tip your cap to him. If anybody deserved a victory here today, I think it was Drew, but as we say, it just didn't go their way today. But for his efforts, he'll get a certificate good for a personal pizza and a medium soft drink of his choice from our good friends at the Pizza Factory.
Well, I think there's no doubt about it that Drew is the right guy for today. It just didn't turn out the Maniacs' way. So there's another game tomorrow. And with the win, the Maniacs will bring home right up above us here to Orofino High School a trophy. And so we'll find out who is going to pitch tomorrow, and who our opponent is will be determined at the end of this next game, Ladd versus Marsing. And so we'll know that game, probably around 7 or 8 o'clock tonight anyway. And so regardless, whoever it is, we're on the air tomorrow morning, CJ, for an 11:45 pregame. 12 noon will be the first pitch. The first game here at the ballpark is the Consolation Trophy. That's going to be decided between Firth and Bear Lake, and that game is going to be played at 9:30. Come on out to the ballpark early. Should be nice and cool. Enjoy a full day of baseball here at Orofino High.
Yeah, fantastic weekend of baseball. Great weather for it.
Yeah. All right, well, that's going to wrap up our broadcast. So, again, thank you to Scotty Tonnevold for coming over and visiting with us, Kathleen Tetweiler, the athletic director and tournament manager, who has been always so kind to bring us water and keep us from being too parched here on this warm, sunny day. Phil Lamoth back at the studio. I'm Jeff Jones.
I'm CJ Thompson.
We'd like to bid you all a very pleasant good afternoon.
1300 KLER AM would like to thank you for listening in today for Orofino Maniac Baseball. We hope you'll thank the many community backers of today's broadcast and say just how much you appreciate hearing Orofino Baseball on the air. Our sponsors include the Pizza Factory, Riverside Physical Therapy, Renata's Cakery, Les Schwab Tire, Simmons Natal Enterprises, Kimberling Insurance, Orofino Police Department, B1FCU, Innovative Electric, Family Eye Care, Finke Logging, Orofino Physical Therapy, Fiesta and Jalisco, Best Built Builder Supply, Clearwater Valley Health, Terry Bowling of Camus Financial Services, Barlow Quality Trust, Orofino Marketplace, and Atkinson Distributing. Please continue to listen to Maniac Sports throughout the year. Maniac Baseball only on KLER AM 1300. Maniac Baseball is a Central Idaho Broadcasting sports presentation.